Good morning, Vietnam. Okay, I'm done. Hi guys. It's a little toasty in here for me. Maybe it's because I'm all under all these lights. Bright lights, bigger city, right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. So, hi everybody. This is me. I'm basically doing a photo edit stream, much to the enjoyment of my friends, I'm sure. I have a folder, just a garbage folder of... Where's screen? Turn off. I don't know why I connected this camera when I'm not doing art on my thing. So let me turn off this and go to the display capture. Badoink. There we go. Fun fact, guys. By the way, how was everybody today? Fun fact. When I was at work yesterday, I was doing some training videos I had to do, and in the background they had the one I always say sounds like the music they had for the background of the training video sounded it was exactly the one called Sweet or something. It's the one that has, I always say sounds like it could be a Zooey Deschanel type song. That was the background for one of my training videos. And there was another one that I recognized from Ben's Sound, and I was like, oh my gosh. I jumped up and told my manager, I said, oh my gosh, I know these songs. Oh my gosh. She's like, what? I said, I use these in my stream. These are from bensound.com, which I thought was pretty funny. Guys, today, this is time for your morning ASMR coffee pour. That was a pretty good ASMR coffee pour. I should have went in the ASMR category for 2 minutes, and then I didn't. You know, I haven't seen a while, Crafting Canvas. I'll have to reach out to her and see how she's doing, because I haven't seen her broadcasting in a while. That makes me concerned. I don't know if I told you guys, I dropped in Amanda Dufresne, I think it's Dufresne, and she is an amazing streamer with beautiful stuff that I don't visit often enough. I told her as such. I said, I'm sorry, you have beautiful things and I never visit you often enough. And she laughed and said, I don't visit you often. Well, she basically said, I couldn't remember what artwork you did. I just knew the name. I've seen on Twitch. Sorry, my stuff's sliding away from me. I said, I'd seen your name on Twitch and didn't know who you were. I pulled up your art and I was like, oh yeah, I followed you ages ago. And she said, yeah, same. I literally know who you are. And I know the name and I've seen you in lots of places, but I don't know what art you make. And I said, fair. It's the same for me. So we both kind of apologized to each other for not remembering who each other was and felt glad that we felt safe enough that we could actually tell each other, hey, I don't remember who you were. So I'm glad we can actually say that and not be embarrassed by each other. All right. It should be updated to say photo edits. Now, what are we doing today, guys? What are we doing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have a full file of photo edits. I literally called it photo edits. It's in pictures. This is what it looks like. These are the raws and the just the general, I need to work on these. A friend of mine wants me to retouch her photo because she needs it for work. And I was like, I can do that. I could do anything for love and I can do that. Oh, I can do that. So the idea is to take this photo, patoink, and put that into Photoshop and then do some things with it. So let's get started. Let's get started! As they say on, Okay. This is my lovely friend Annie, because she's amazing. She was like, can you remove the wrinkles from that photo? I'm like, can I remove the wrinkles from that photo? Can I remove the wrinkles from that photo? Can I remove wrinkles from that? Of course I can remove the wrinkles from that photo. The easiest course of action to do would be to do this business right here. Let's actually try that. I was going to do a gradient blend, but you know what? Never mind. No, I will do a gradient blend, because we don't, frequency separation. Now, remember how we do that, guys? We take this layer, we say filter, we go blur, Gaussian blur, and we blur it about 4 or 5 pixels. And that should do a wonder to it, right? 4, is about right? 4 pixels? Yeah, we'll stick it 4 even, right? Now, what we do is we shift-click, grab both those layers, and copy them again. And this time, for this one, we take this one, invert it, make it 50% visible, and then shift-click that, and say merge layers, make it a linear blend, linear light, copy, group those into one thing, and now what do we have here? We have a pass-through layer that looks exactly like the original photo, with the only difference being I can turn off the transparency, the sharpness, or I can turn off the colors. Ta-da! Now I can determine which layer actually has the issue. Let's turn off the blur. It's definitely mostly in the background. Okay, so Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab some of this color here. Some of this lorem ipsum depsum, whatever you call it. Boink. Okay. Brush tool. I said brush tool, you butt. Oh, I'm on that thing. Okay, good. So now we grab this and we go like this. Wing, wing. I know I got it. Okay, we're done. See? And then we can paint away all that crap. See? She's like, can you do this, Jason? I don't know. Can I? Boink. I'm even try to remove that shadow if I can manage, if I can swing it. Let's turn the texture back on and see if that helped. Oh yeah, that helped. You can't even tell. There is a slight textural difference in the wrinkle as well, but we'll deal with that in a moment. We'll deal with that in a mo. You too can fake your Photoshop things with your friends. One thing at a time, right? Painting the wrinkles. But see, it still has a texture to it, as you can see. Also, I just had a brilliant... Oh, that's no. No, Z. I'm painting into her face is where the problem is. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a wand tool. One of these wonderful wand tools. And go like this and say, you know what? I want to click on just that. Boink. Beautiful. Brush, 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 brush. Beautiful, beautiful. Deselect. And now we're going to do this business right here. No, deselect. We're going to do a... Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Turn that layer off, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to do a locking lasso tool, like this bad boy right here. Magnetic lasso. And we're going to lock it along that black line of that sweater. And you might say, why are you doing this, Jason? Why are you like this? I don't quite know why I'm like this, but, you know, we'll figure it out. Oh, no. I wanted that. I just wanted the earring to go bye-bye. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be a butt. Don't be JR Button stuff. Wait, that sounds bad. I recant that remark, and I will request politely that you do not include that in any of my resumes. All right. Okay. Zippy, 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 zip. Zippy, zip. Come on, zippy, zip. Okay, now we back out. Boink, boink, boink. Then we go delete it all out. Click on that. Click and Z. There we go. Boink. Gotta make these sounds, guys. That's how Photoshop works. If you didn't know, Photoshop Creative Suite works only by sound effects. Boink. See? Blap! See, that was a bad sound effect. That meant there was an error. That was the error message. Alright, so we're gonna go like this. Zippy, zip, boink. We'll fix that other part in a minute. Okay, so now, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Simple. This might have been the Zoe Dasher one that was in my training video yesterday. It probably was. Okay, so I might hook up my mouse, guys. There we go. Now, take the brush tool. Boink, right? And now we can brush those blues away. In this case, the shadows away. And say goodbye to that shadow there. Say goodbye to those pesky shadows in all of your photos.
Yeah, I didn't even know I could do that.
Surprise! Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do. Oh, that's right. We do this too. We go like this, and we do like this. And then, why you got to be such a butt? You know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to behave simply and easily. Plain and simple Garrick over here, okay? Do this thing. You only had one job. No, you only had one job. No, Photoshop. I don't want you to grab all of those other pixels that have nothing to do with the brush tool. Here we go. Zoink. There we go. Deselect. Now we can look at it comparatively to the original. Bloink. Bloink. The other thing, she was like, oh no, I don't have enough space above my head. Oh no. What we do is we go File, and Image. Imagio, right? Imagio? That's how we do this? Imagio. And we say resize, canvas size. We say, you know what? I want to add some more space to the top. So we put that on the bottom and say height is 28.33 inches. Let's change it to pixels because I don't like that. Let's add about 250 pixels. So make that 2290. 2290. And then run it again. Boink. There we go. Perfect. Now we can go like this. They said they're supposed to want a white background. So, what am I doing to this business right here? What are we doing? I'll tell you. Celebrate the power of Norton. No, you celebrate the power of Norton without me. Okay, so this is what... Oh, this was not relevant. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Layer. Image. Layer. New adjustment layer. Bright levels. Now we can slide this bad boy. Ta-da! Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed photo miracles. Okay. You know what this means, guys. Aye, Deborah! Okay, no. We're gonna go to this layer here. I'm gonna use the brush tool. And we're gonna, deselect, because we don't need the selection. And we're gonna carefully blend that out like this. That's right, isn't it? Now, if we take the R tool, right? The R tool. R is the blend tool. I'm going to blend that edge just so it's a little less artificial. That edge right there looks really artificial, so I'm going to blend that out too. Ha ha! And actually, too, we're going to do this business right here. Zoink. And we're going to do the brush tool. I said brush tool. Now, the other thing is, as you can see, that there is actually some thingies here. Mishuganas. Stop it! Okay. It's not behaving, guys. You know what that means. Mr. Mouse has arrived on the scene. After destroying half of my personal property, apparently. What's this? I dropped something. Oh, my new brush. Guys, in case I haven't showed you yet, I bought some brushes recently. What's up, brushes? No, this is what they are. I got a filbert. A filbert. That's a filbert. And then this is a round. These are my oil painting brushes I'll be using soon when I do an art project. When will I do an art project? I don't know, but it'll be something awesome. I don't think anybody knew it was online. I think everybody thinks I'm online at 11. That's fine. That's fine. I know they don't love me. No, I'm just kidding. I know they love me a lot. If I can pick a schedule and stick to it. All right, come on. Come on. You stupid cords. Stop it. Stop it. Get back to the chopper. See, I put Arnold as a redeem. But the problem is, I don't have that good of ability to do Arnold at the drop of a hat. Do it now! That's what people will say to me when I say I want to do Arnold. They're like, do it! Do it now! That was the sound of a mouse. That's the sound of a mouse looking for its Windows driver. Don't you know that's the sound of a mouse looking for its driver. Don't you hear it going ding? Ah. Okay, I'm done. I love oldies if you can't tell. Because I am an oldie. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's get back to the...
Let's get started with these hot fashion tips.
Boink. Holding shift lets you click multiple regions and zones. Deselect that zone because that was absolute poop. Deselect that one, am I right, guys? That one stunk. Thank you, Windows. Boink. Boink. Deselect. Wand tool again. No, not... Whatever you just did was wrong. You failed, Windows. You failed. And Photoshop. Epic fail, Photoshop. Epic fail. Okay, there we go. Deselect. There we go. Now, do I want to be able to scoot in here? Scooty, scooty, scoot. Let's see what we can do over here. It's really hard to see in there. We're going to try, though. Yeah, that didn't work. Deselect. Boink. Zoom in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let me zoom in. Zoom, zoom. You found a shadow girl. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Wow. Oh, no, 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 no. How about N? Will N make it look better? N? Yes, it did. For how long? Not for long, baby. Okay. Brush tool. Boink. Hope she appreciates the next level of photoshopping I'm doing here. This is some next level Photoshop, guys. I don't know about that, but it's gonna be pretty spicy when it's done. Brush tool. Undo that because I didn't like how dirty that was. Make the tool. Ah, brush. Oh, sorry, it was loud. I remember my friend Atlanta. Ah! Every time she dies. I did not realize you were getting on, or I didn't get a notification. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I am so sorry. I didn't know you were available. Hi. Long time no see, friendo. Wait, I had the commercial need to fix that. I have a commercial need to fix that. You have a commercial. Right. Okay, good. So good that I missed what you said, because now you're not going to be watching the dang ad for 15 seconds while I'm talking to you, and you can't see me because the dang ad isn't paired to you. Hi, I'm good. How about you? I am working on a photo. You know this person. It's been a very long time. I know it's been a long time. I've missed you. This is my usually no one tunes in stream, so I don't really care if anybody does or doesn't, because this is an odd time for all my people that watch me regularly. So when you come in here, it's like, oh, you're here. Somebody's here. Yay, guys, somebody's here. Who is it? You know. I'll show you what, if you can't tell by that on point makeup or that on point eye makeup, you'll know who that is now. You know who that is now. But doink. I'm basically removing background. Well, not removing background, but I'm actually, she needs a profile photo, guys, for her her new job. And they were like, oh, but it has to have a white background. And she's like, she took a photo and it came out like this guy. Okay, let me show you the original. You know exactly who that is. Right. So, this was the original photo, guys, right here. That was minus the white at the top. So, she shot it. She's like, it's wrinkly. There's all this background stuff. I'm like, don't worry, I can fix that. I can fix it, Felix. So, yeah, she got a new job. She quit just as the job changed. Not as it changed, but she quit and then the job changed. And it was like, oh, okay. Good timing on your part, because we just lost all of our jobs to find new ones. Either she knew kind of, she suspected someone was in the wind, but she'd been rumbling about leaving for a while. So, she did get a new job. I don't know what it is, but so the new job requires a white background. I don't know. I'm sorry to tell you, Sarah, I do not know where. I didn't ask. It wasn't my business. I'm sure she'll post on Facebook soon. But anyway, so that was the original. Okay, so this was the original, guys. This was the original photo right here, minus the white top. So then what I did was I went and altered it so that I had that. But then I was like, you can still see like some background crap. So then I brightened it up some more. So I'm wondering why there's a seam. I don't think that seam is there actually. Yeah, the seam's not there in the zoom in. Now the problem is I want to see if I can remove a little bit more of that shadow right there. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Good old Sheena. I forgot about that. She's pretty close to her, I think, right? Sheena. I mean, I'm not trying to be I'm curious, but I don't want to seem like I'm just asking to be nosy, because I do care. But I don't want to ask, just be like, oh, where'd you go to? I'm curious because I'm a nosy son of a gun. You know, that's not me. I'm not Mr. I want to learn gossip. I ask, when I ask, I will genuinely care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to just learn what people are doing with their lives because I'm nosy. I'm asking because I genuinely care. I told her if she wanted to watch this morning, she could, but she said she couldn't. She had work. I said, don't worry about it. That's how I keep up with the little one. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Little Lyric. Oh, my gosh. Such a sweetie pie. So how's my first mod? How are you? And, man, if you want to get some Overwatch rewards, you better jump on, girl. There's like 3 or 4 days left, but there's some fun things to do. Lucio Ball. I don't know if it's on now. Let's see. Yesterday was this Ice Brawl, so today's probably Capture the Flag. I think today's Capture the Flag. I'm good. I'm good. That's good. Brush tool. No, not that tool. Yuck. Brush. Doink, 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 doink. That was what's called the Impressionist brush, and it's pretty crappy. But you guys are playing competitive. No. We're not playing competitive. We were playing competitive a while ago, but only a little bit. We didn't play very much. That taste comes and goes, girl. That taste comes and goes. Competitive is something to very easily get your fill on very quickly. Trust me. Competitive is ugh. Yeah, competitive is like eating liver. You have a little bit of it and you got your fill. Unless you really like liver. But you guys are doing competitive now, so no one knows to play with. No. We were playing quick play last night. And no, most all quick play. Yeah, you would have been needed. We needed somebody that could fill a tank role. Not that Big wasn't doing it. Big was doing fantastic. Not that Callie wasn't doing it, I wasn't doing it. They were all doing fantastic. The problem is, if we went one healer, okay, this is how it was last night. We went one tank, one healer, one DPS. Every one of those people, every one of the second slots was so weak. If we went double DPS, then our tanks sucked. If we went double healer DPS, both of our tanks sucked. One game we had, yeah, we've been playing for. You should have. Okay, I need to know your schedule so I can invite you more, because I don't want to invite you in here. Oh, I can't. I gotta go to sleep or go to work tomorrow. I gotta know your days. Tell me your days so I can invite you. Because every time I message you, this is what I get. I can't right now, guys. I'm going to sleep. I gotta work early tomorrow, and that's why I gave up on messaging you. It's not that we don't want you to join. It's just when you always say no. And I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not at all. But I need to know your schedule so that I can say, okay, this is a day she'll probably come in. Let me know what days you're likely to say yes, and we'll ask you so much more. I promise. It's not like it's a secret. It's just, it sucks to message somebody and not get a message back until like 4 hours later. Like, oh, I was asleep in bed. And it's like, well, that doesn't help. We wanted you to play. But I don't want to mess up your work schedule either. You know what I mean? Like, Overwatch is a fun thing to do. It's not something that should be interfering with your work. It's interfering with mine way too much. But anyway, having said that, little disclaimer, guys. Look, oh, by the way, look what Brantley gifted me. Yes, guys. Bad dad jokes. Why was the king only a foot tall? He was a ruler. What did the hat say to the scarf? I'll hang around here, you go on ahead. I'll hang around here, you go on ahead. You played with Care, but no, he didn't. We didn't play with him recently. He wasn't on. We didn't play with Care Bear. It was just me and Callie, me and Big last night. That's it. I don't know. I don't know the last time I played with Care Bear was, honestly. I don't remember when the last time I played with Care Bear was, honestly. It may have been the last time we played competitive, but we played Lucio Ball. Oh, okay. One thing is Lucio Ball is only a 3-person game. No, I said Big and Callie. Sorry, I probably said Big and Callie. So it's not like I said Care Bear. Or Callie and Big, which probably sound like Care Bear. But no, we only played with, it was just me. It was just Care Bear. Sorry. Just Callie, Big, and me. That's it. That was it. I saw Care Bear online. 2 days ago, it said he'd signed on at like 8 minutes after 9, but I didn't talk to him or anything. It was just, I just saw him sign. No, it wasn't. It was Tuesday morning. Because I was at work Wednesday, Thursday. I went to the office Wednesday, Thursday, had to. It's my first 2 days back. And then they're like, oh, by the way, you're going into training. You can go back home. So I literally went for 2 days, Wednesday, Thursday, cleaned off my desk, and I'll be back home working Saturday. And then I start 8:30 to 5 training Monday through Friday, which means next week, guys, for those that are watching, Sarah, Friday stream will be a Friday night again for 3 or 4 weeks, just like the old days. So it'll be Tuesday, Friday nights again. I had thought about shifting my second stream to a Thursday, but the whole reason I stream on Fridays is because it's my day off, normally, and I'm hoping to get them back again. Any hooser. So it'll be back. So yeah, you need to tell me, do you have a fixed schedule, Sarah? Do you have a fixed schedule? I work these days, these times, or does it fluctuate? That's my big question. That's pretty good, guys. So now what we do is say edit, select all. Actually, no, you don't do edit, select all. Yes, but it's confusing. I don't care if it's confusing, friendo. I just need to know what it is so I can get you in there. I want you in the game. We want you. I think we all want you in the game. Because here's the thing. Are you great? No, none of us are great in Overwatch. We'd be playing competitive at a pro level. You're good. And you're really, very much missed. We needed you. I only have today off this week. Well, maybe we can play a little bit later. I won't be on for the evening because I got things I need to do this evening. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I can play this afternoon after my stream. Because I'm going to stream until about 2, probably. I got a bunch of photo edits I want to do. I mean, this thing for Annie took like 20, 30 minutes. She's like, oh, I'll pay you when I get paid because she hasn't got her first paycheck yet. And I'm like, girl, pay me when you got money. I know she's good for it. So she needs this for the job so she can get paid. So it's like, okay, that'll work. You know what I mean? Copy merged. I'm going to try to email it back to her if I've got my email open. Yep, reply. Send. Now she can crop it as she wants. Because it's supposed to be like white background, flat thing. And it's like, okay, let's look at the journey, guys. This is where it started. This is where it started. And that's where we ended. Bye-bye, white background. It's like it's good, you know? That's how we can do these things. Then I get Thursday, Friday, and Sunday off next week. All nights like that. Okay. Okay, so you get 1 day off this week. And then 3 off the next. Then you get Thursday, Friday, and Sunday off next week. So, okay, so it's Friday off. And then Thursday, Friday, Sunday. And then Friday. Then Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Is that how it works? That's not that hard. It's weird, but it's not hard. So you have to work every other Sunday? Oof. Okay, well, that's not hard. So then all I have to do is mark which weeks is your... So I know you're always solid on a Friday because you always have Fridays off. And then I just have to ask you, hey, is this your Thursday off or not? Right? And even if it's not, you can still play on Thursdays unless you're dog tired because you sleep in the next day because you'll be off. Until I find a new job. It's all right, girl. We got this. We got this. See how easy that was? I know it's confusing, but now I can message you. Now I know don't even bother unless it's a Friday. Fridays are almost like a so-called lock. Maybe a Thursday night. And then some Sundays and Thursdays. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Again, it wasn't like we're trying to avoid you. We just don't know when to invite you. That's exactly the problem. That's the only reason I don't invite one of my art friends a lot of places I go. Because I don't know when he's available. Doggone it. Alright, so let me swap to the Logitech cam. Boink. You're going to see a wonderful view of my arm and the best dad jokes of all time. Bloink. Right there for a minute. So yeah, I could have played Lasso. You could have. I wish you'd... Here's the other thing too. If you want to play a game, message me and I will see who's on. And if it's just you and me, it's just you and me. And if I can get Big and Callie... Here's the thing. Here's a trick with Big and Callie. If they're not on and they feel like playing, they will get on. They might be just too lazy to get on and message people. I promise you that it's going to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, let's see if we can go on now because Sarah's not available. Heck no. That has never been anything that's ever been discussed in private. I would tell you, here's the thing. I will message you what we say behind your back if it's different than what we say in Twitch right now. As you notice, I didn't reach for the keyboard because I'm not, the only thing we've ever said behind your back is, man, I wonder if Sarah's on. Man, it'd be great to have her on right now. That's what we said. They're offline to avoid people they don't like. It has nothing to do with you. I promise. For Callie, I can tell you exactly why. Because she's a pretty young lady. And guys, here she's a woman. They perv on her. That's the truth. Why Big's offline? I can't answer that question. I don't know. Has nothing to do with me. And I'm annoyed by it because I can never tell when they're playing games, so I can join in. And it might be there's a friend of his he's avoiding. That's very possible. But that's how you avoid people, sir. You just appear offline until you need to stream. But see, the thing is, if you get your PC, you can stream from your PC and no one will even know you're online. I haven't jumped on because of what we discussed in text messages. That's fine. Do you know how to appear as offline? Do that, and no one will know you're on. Trust me, no one will know you're on. That's the whole point of appearing offline. Because you know how you can't see when Big and Callie are playing? Same thing will happen. Just appear offline. And you don't have to delete your account. You don't have to do anything. Okay? Then message us. Because I've got a little app on my phone, the Xbox app. So if you message me on Xbox, it pops up saying, hey, Sarah messaged you on Xbox. Ta-da! That's how I know when Big and Callie are playing. I'll be upstairs cuddling with Arlene as she sleeps. And I'll be watching Star Trek or something. And it'll pop up, Big invited to a party. Go downstairs, turn on my Xbox. Hey, Big. That's how I know. Because, yeah. Just message him. Or message me. Message me. Keyboard. Keyboard so-and-so. No, I'm kidding. Hi. I'm doing some photo edits today. I'm sorry my arm is here. Lurk while I work. Yeah. I was gonna do some work on your Sebastian Stan Bucky drawing. Nikki and I, Sarah, have worked out an idea that we could art swap because I want a piece of hers, but I'm like, I gotta save up money. And she's like, we could swap pieces. And I'm like, wait, so I make an art piece, you make an art piece, and we trade them? I'm good with that. So she get one of my drawings, and I get one of hers of equal value, I think, because, I mean, I value her work as much as I value my own. Well, I would say about as much, or if not more, than I value my own. probably the same, if not more. I value your work. I just hate to say that about myself. I'm like, I value somebody else's work more than mine. Yeah, kind of. That's why I was hesitant. Like, can I say I value somebody else's work more than mine? Is that okay? But Nikki and I have been friends for ages. I should need to shout you out too. Sarah, if you're broadcasting, you need to tell me if you're broadcasting still or when you're going to. You need to work that out, girl, because I need to get you on the train here. But Lamia Raven, she is a fantastic, I would say a variety streamer. She's an art streamer primarily, but she does do some gaming. She did Phasmagoria recently, I think, a stream. I'd love to join in on that, but one, I don't know much about the game. I know the game is interesting, but the strategies of it escape me, and I'd be that dumb that's in the corner going, which ghost is it that craps fireballs? I don't remember. And then my entire squad's dead. Because I didn't realize which one was the one that crapped fireballs. So I don't want to be that guy that throws the game because I don't know the game well enough. You know? I haven't done my homework. I'm kind of jump right in and learn as I go. Okay, guys, so this is, before I get too far along and get sidetracked, Nikki, and I got to look through what I want and get what I want to trade with you for, but I haven't even started Sebastian Stan yet. But the idea is that Nikki said that what she'd like is she's like, man, I'd like to see a Bucky from you. And I'm like, I can draw a Bucky. And she's like, none of that short hair Bucky, only long hair Bucky here. I was like, fine. Sent her a photo of, I said, how about this photo? She goes, yes. I'm like, okay, long hair Bucky's right. I got the right one. But the thing is, I got such great response from Captain Jack Sparrow. So I'm like, let me add some more dudes to my resume. I started off my art life drawing dudes for the most part. A lot of athletes and stuff when I was in my teens. And now I'm just getting ready for the day. Heard my name. Yeah, I was talking about my friend Nikki and how awesome she is. And I was asking if you were streaming anymore, Sarah. But yeah, Nikki is like, she does inking. She does jewelry. She's played the word search game, which is where what started the legend of, excuse the expression, keyboard ass. We were playing this. Okay, so context on that. No, don't do that. No, stop. I don't know what it's doing. Hold on. It's being a butt. Display capture. No, Logitech. Here we go. It's being a butt. Hold on. I got to correct things. Okay. I didn't break anything. Good. Go me. Yeah, I didn't break anything. Good. So, what happened was we were playing this word search game. And the question was, the word search words you had to find were the moons of Jupiter. And, oh my gosh. I didn't know Jupiter. I thought Jupiter had like 20 moons. It has over 100 moons. And some of them were names that looked pretty much like this. I'm not even kidding. This is what it looked like, some of them. Like, that looked like an actual name. It was like that. Like, that's a name that looked like it was one of Jupiter's moons. And like, who the heck would know that? And at one point, I just got so frustrated. I said, Nikki, I don't know what any of these moons are. I could literally just smash my keyboard and just have a name. And she was like, oh, and then she just started laughing on her stream. And she says, I just imagined you smashing your ass on the keyboard. And I was like, no, I meant like smash like this. So between Nikki and I, it's become a joke about smashing keyboards. But that name is pretty much like, it could have been a name of a moon of Jupiter. You would never have known the difference. I mean, that's how crazy. I mean, I never knew. Look it up. The moons of Jupiter, they have like 100 moons. Because it's such a big planet. I had no clue, guys. Let me turn off my Logitech so I can get back to the display capture. So I got tons of photos I want to edit. This is my folder. I've just put a dump folder of everything I need to edit. And I think I want to do this Batgirl first, don't you? My friends have been dying to get these photos edited, and I'm like, if I put them all in one giant folder, I can then do like bunches of them at once, get them out of the way, and be like, oh, done. Move on to the next group. And then I've got all the photos I could possibly want edited. You know, instead of which one do I need to edit? They're all in one folder. Just go through them and do it. You know what I mean? Hey, Nikki, if you're still here, I know you're working and lurking. What are you working? Are you doing like work? Are you doing like artwork? Are you about setting? I'll be honest. Are you setting up for streaming? It's okay if you tell me. I know some people say that's self-promotion. I know. So if you're dancing around not telling me, you can tell me. I won't care. I won't be upset if you self-promote. I will promote you anyway. Look how cool this photo came out of Lindsay. It's roller derby Batgirl. Man, the auto didn't look like it changed much. It didn't. I like what it did with some of the shadows, but it did too much. It's pretty cool otherwise. It's just, it did one thing I didn't care for in the it also killed the saturation. We go up that saturation, girl. We want some bright colors in here. There we go. Oof. See how the blues kind of started to sing a little bit more? Yeah, that's what we wanted. Do I want to change the clarity to crisp it up a bit? Yeah, that's kind of cool. To see, I mean, you can make it really like blur. I never use that low of clarity. I usually shoot for around a 20 if I do anything, because it softens up some of the skin tones. But if I also sometimes for comic book stuff, I'll sometimes amp it up a little bit, because I mean this is like fully amped. We've all seen these photos, you know, like they're wedding photos of like the finials and stuff, and they'll have it like this, and you're like, dang, that's crispy, and it's because they just upped the clarity to 100%. So I'm heading to get some food. BRB. Okay. Now, do I want to do this? Wub, wub, wub. I'm going to lower the shadows a bit, just so I can get some of the darkness back in there. Darkness! Sorry. Way too much Dave Chappelle. I'll probably do my Charlie Murphy in a second. See, we call the darkness. Oh, my gosh. See, I kind of like that, but, you know, like, I never do clarity that low. I might do that, because that looks kind of hardcore. I might do one of each. You know how we do this, guys? What we do is we then take a screenshot of that, of the settings I've used, and we copycat it, and we just change it. Stepping tool is moving. I'm wondering if I can get a response from my friend. Oh, she never responded if she has the Sound of Music, but I was looking for the Sound of Music on DVD. Where's my phone? Did she ever respond to me? I don't think she did. Maybe I texted her, never mind, I found it. Whew. She never did. You butt. She might be going through some stuff. I don't care. Like, I don't care that she didn't respond, is what I mean by I don't care. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, notice how it shallows out the depth of field, too. I don't know. I might ump the color just a bit more. I'm kind of liking it. Let me go back to 0. I might do a slight color shift. Let's see how that does. No, I want to warm it up a bit. So this way. No, it's too red. I want those bricks to be white. Yeah, it's cool though, because if you zoom in on it, you get a really cool effect. Yeah, she kicks butt, my friend Lindsay. She kicks a lot of butt, guys. Shoot. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to up it. We're going to make it super, yeah. Now, do I want to tweak this anymore? No, plus 35 was right. Yeah, that's too dim. Plus 35 is the right sweet spot right there. 0.35. Yeah, that's perfect. Because you start getting the flesh colors in there being a little bit creamier because her skin tone's light. Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool. That's kind of edgy and stuff. Drop some frames there because of the Photoshop render. That's okay. Oh, guys. I'm glad you guys can drop by. Like I said, I know this is a tough stream for folks to see. Nikki, by the way, if you can hear me, I'm sure you're probably lurking and working. This will be my last Friday morning stream. I know it's afternoon for you. It's, let's see, 10 o'clock, 5 hours to that. It's 10 plus 5 is 2 plus 6, 3 p.m. for you. I think it's 3 p.m. for you. This will be my last one for about 4 weeks because I have a job change. And while I'm job changing, I'll be training during this time. I had thought about switching to an evening stream all the time, but I was like, no, but then people like Nikki can't tune in. And then she never sees my streams. Save. So I put this as Lindsay. I put it as Linz. Linz 602. Boink. Good. That's a pretty cool edit, I think. Because you get all this wonderful, like... To me, that's the close-up is where you can really get the detail and stuff. Like that sharpness on that thing. See, this is where you play around with some settings, and I've learned a lot in my photo editing. So, 602. Let's look at 632. No, let's look at 658. No, let's do them in order. 632 is next. Check this one out, guys. Yeah, I got so many good photos from these ladies that day. Oh my gosh, not even funny. Look at this. Look how great they are. Auto that bad boy. I like how it lightened up their flesh, but the problem is it also tanks the saturation. I mean, they got bright colors. You got a saturation up in this business. Drop the shadows down. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Do I want to do a little bit of a clarity boost? Yeah, because it makes the shadows on her face look harsh. I don't like that as much. I don't like it as much. We'll see though, because again, it's all a relative thing with doing edits. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Also, okay, the shadows. Did I move the shadows down, or the shadows already? Well, they just stay where they were. That's the first time the shadows stayed where they were in forever. Let's up the saturation a lot. Oh yeah, the saturation. Yeah, we need that to pop. And I might drop some of that back with a level thing. Also, like how these bricks are glossy. It adds a different texture to the flat side over here, so I might leave that alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. So we have Poison Ivy, obviously. We have Harley Quinn, and we have Batgirl, all as, like, roller derby characters. Of course, Harley Quinn actually has a roller derby sideline in her comics, which is kind of fun. Contrast. Let's up the contrast back up again. It always lowers contrast. I'm like, no. Let's get some contrast back in there. Because the curve itself is just an algorithm. And it can be right or wrong. It doesn't have to be right. I'm thinking about killing that shine on Ariel's cheek. That's easy to do. I'm okay with it on Stephanie's because it just looks like a cheek highlight. On hers, it just looks like a distracting white mark. You really can't notice it as bad on that. It's because the shadow, the way the light hit it was a lot better. So I think I like that. As is, I might try to up the clarity a little bit. I mean, that a little bit. No, okay. I think I like it the way it is. I'm just going to probably see if I can do with highlight on Ariel's cheek. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the right level of grit. And actually, too, while I'm thinking of it, You know what the fun thing to do here is, guys? Hue saturation. Do I want to do a hue saturation? Yeah, I want to do a hue saturation, see what we can get. And what we do is we say saturation down to 0, right? So you can do the old black and white business. Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, that's wrong. 0. There we go. Because now what you do is you do this. Layer. Adjustment layer. Brightness contrast. No, not brightness contrast. Yeah, that's right. Because we can always adjust this to make the contrast higher. See, it's a little bit of a tweak. Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit better, actually. And then there's the black and white version. It's amazing how the blue looks like it's changing value, but it's not. But I like that brightness contrast a little bit better. Yeah, it makes it pop a little bit more. Yeah, that's better than the other one. I think it's a little. Yeah, I don't know. The flesh gets a little bit blown out, but then But the thing is, you can always take this brush tool and go, you know what? I want the flesh to have a little bit more value, and then put some black on the brush, right? Oh wait, that's Impressionist brush. And then what you do is you do this business right here and say, you know what? I want some of that flesh to come back, so you can rethink the value of that. You see, like that. But see, I like that better. Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit better. That's fine. That's what we'll use. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's go back to this photo of these ladies here. Now, Arial, we're going to try to see if we can remove that cheek highlight. And also, I'm going to dim that down, but that's going to be after effect. Okay, so grab that layer. What we're doing is what's called a frequency separation. So, first of all, the first thing I have to do is I have to blur one layer. I made a duplicate of it. I'm blurring it at 4 pixels. Or should I do like 5 because it's a bigger resolution photo? Let's do 5. So now we have 5. Let me make sure I emailed Annie the photo. Come on. Fat fingers. There we go. 5. Okay. So now once we've got a blur of 5, $20 minutes ago. Okay, I did email her. So let me text Annie and say you should have the photo in your email. Oh, she did say, yay, thank you. Okay, good. She got it. Now, the idea is this is the color layer, right? But we need to make a texture layer. So for that, we duplicate both layers. Grab both layers and go to the duplicate folder. Go to the top layer. Control-I inverts it, right? So there we go. Control-0. And we've got that, right? So it makes a negative of it. But what you do is you make the negative 50%. So now what it's done is it only leaves a texture. As you can see, it's barely ghostable. Let me see. You can see that you can just barely make out there's a texture there. See? Now you Control-Shift those, merge layers. So now you've just got a texture layer. But if you make it a linear light, it now impacts the layer below it. Grab both layers, put them into their own thing. And now there you go. See, there's the original photo, right? And now I've got it where I can manipulate no texture or extra texture. Go me. Now, this also means I can detective work and see what's going on with Ariel's face here. Is it a shadow? Is it a color issue? Or is it a textural issue? I'm thinking it's a color issue. Because, yeah, you can see it in this layer. But if I turn off that layer and double down on the texture, yeah, it's not as much a texture issue. Okay, so this is how you make that go away. Click on just the texture layer. I mean the color layer. Stop doing that. And what we do is we grab a color grab of just... No, stop. Okay. Color grab of just the color, right? You're going to stop doing that, Photoshop, okay? Okay. Right? It's a little bit of an issue of... No, escape. It's a little bit of an issue of also texture, but not much. Oh, the voodoo you can do. See now, see how it's a little textural as well? But I'm going to heal that now using this brush. See? Say goodbye to that weird white spot on her face. Because now it's completely gone. I like it better that way, don't you guys? Because that strong highlight from the flash was just killing me. And what's killing me too is that Photoshop keeps doing that. It keeps thinking I'm trying to use the keyboard as another method. But I think I like that, don't you? Compare that. Because I didn't change anything. I just removed that stupid highlight. You see? Yeah, I like that. See, on Stephanie's cheek, it's not very distracting because it's a very round highlight on her cheek. But for Ariel's poor thing, it went straight and it looked stupid. Now it doesn't look stupid because now it's gone. See, I never change people. I don't change people's nose shapes or face shapes or body shapes. I don't, pull out a curve or push in a curve. No, I leave it as is so they can feel good about themselves. And I remove like stupid lipstick marks that may have smudged or, a pimple or two that may have popped up the night of the shoot. I remove that. I don't do anything else. Oh, now we got to do a layer. Okay, one more thing, guys. Adjustment layer. And we'll see if it does anything worthwhile. Remember I said I was going to make the other side darker? Levels. Right? So here's what I'm going to do. I thought about making a low contrast as well. No, that's enough. That gets the point across right there. Okay, good. So now brush tool with the black. Black masks out what the effect I just applied, you see. So I've applied shadowing. So black will mask out everything that wasn't shadowy, which is this part, which is the ladies. And then I just do this number right here. You see, like that. And then I just clean up the mask a little bit so it's completely clean. See how beautiful that turned out? Now I turn it off, turn it back on again. See? And it's just enough to make that drop back a little bit. And I can then take this layer, guys, and tweak it even more if I want. Yeah. That just adds some depth there so it brings your focus back to the ladies again. Without. And I can probably put a little bit up top there, too. I don't know if I want to. I'll try. Yeah, that's okay. It's not distracting. I like it. It's not distracting. That's good. Save. Do I want to say group, or do I want to say... I think I'll say group. When it's the whole group of folks, then it reminds me that I should send that as a group image to everybody. Isn't that great? That turned out great. The ladies are amazing. I also think it's funny because Lindsay looks tiny, and she's not tiny at all. Like, she's as tall as the rest of them. Ariel's like she's the shortest one, but Lindsay's hunkered down, so she looks like she's teeny tiny. All right, let's go to this one of Lindsay. This is going to be a very boom, 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 boom edit stream, which I like. She's like, oopsie, I fell down. Look at the textures on that, though. Dang. Yeah, we're going to stick with that, guys. Okay, so the first thing is we've got to capitalize on these colors. That's the first thing. And Photoshop's like, nah, I don't like those colors. It's too bright. I'm going to make them look quieter. No, make them brighter. Make them brighter. There we go. Also, clarity should zap up those textures. We did that. Look at that. Look how much those textures came out when I did that. Because watch, when I go down to 33, look at that. They're gone. But if I go up to plus 33, it brings out those wonderful little crappy things. How do I get her to sing out of there? Did I? No, I see. No, I did that right. Yeah, let's make that orange sing. The orange red of her wig. I think it's the contrast, isn't it? Yeah, of course the contrast was lowered again. I might lighten up this wall a bit. We'll see. I might have to do a color shift. Let's try the color shifts. Too red. Let's do as shot. Daylight. Nah, that's too crappy. Is there a shadow one? Cloudy. Too yellowy. As shot. As shot's better. I might up this a little bit just to see what I can get. Yeah, I like that. We're going to go with that for right now, guys. I got to do something with the wall. I have to edit for her and then do something with the wall. Yeah, that's what we need to do, guys. I keep thinking it's a shadow on her face. It's the light bulb. Okay, I think I know what it is. I think it is the yellow. The yellows are a bit... It's the goldenness of the sunlight. I don't know. It's too yellow for me. Adjustment layer. Maybe I need to redo it. Because I think that's what it's bugging me. The flesh is so yellowy. We're just not going to monkey with it too much. Let's just adjust the wall. Because that's what I was seeing as the saving grace. Layer. Adjustment layer. Hue saturation. And we're going to up the saturation to ridiculous amounts of levels. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mask it out, see? And also, okay, sorry, Lindsay. Boink. No, that's not right. No, that's right. Okay. I like that, see? Now I can do this. Scale it back to what I want. Yeah, see? I have to see what am I doing with chat. Okay. Switch it to X. More people had success with product X than any other product on the market. So now I can adjust that manually. And I think I might do a layer, adjustment layer, levels. Yeah, levels is what I want to do too. Tweak that wall a little bit more. Like the blacks only. Can I just do... Okay, it's a contrast issue, isn't it? Contrast issue. Layer, adjustment layer. Brightness contrast. Let's make it a contrast issue. Increase the contrast. Yeah, that's what I want, the contrast. Boom. If I turn off that, will it change anything for me? It's barely noticeable, yeah. Yeah, I don't notice that, so let's trash that layer. It was the contrast that was bugging me. Flippity floppy. Flippity floppy, print out the hard copy. Trying to remove some of the spots where the contrast is kicking butt. Like there. See, I mean, I think that really helps it. Yeah, that really helps it a lot. And then the spots where it starts to get a little washed out, use the brush tool to kind of bring out some of the contrast. Make it a little bit less obtrusive. But like stuff like here, where I want it. Yeah, that's better. I think that's cooler. The textures are better. Okay, so one thing I don't like is the yellows. Let's see. Let's do an image, enhance, and let's see if we can move a color cast. Image, remove color cast. Where's remove color cast, guys? Adjust color, remove color cast. Here we go. No, cancel. Oof. Oh, no, sweetie. No. Okay, so here's what I want to know. Layer, adjustment layer. Hue saturation. Here's where we're going to do this a little bit. 'Cause it's a little bit to the yellow, so if we tweak it going this way. Wait, are you just doing one layer? Okay, no. Other thing is, too, I need to see what the yellows are. I think it's the yellows that are making the flesh. No, it's not doing it. Okay, so it's really not touching the skin tones at all. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like a general. It's sitting too much in the middle. I bet you this is not it. Yeah, it's not really touching it at all. What if I do this number here and say master, and then shift Why is it not really shifting her face at all? Well, we'll fix that. We'll fix that wagon, guys. I think I'm overthinking it, guys. I think it looks yellow because it's so against such red skin tones. Let's actually do it quick. Zippy bop and see what the color is. Helps if you do this, JJ. It is very yellowish. Look at that. You can see the color tones. It's very yellowish. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm overthinking it, I think. Layer is hidden. Yes, I want to make it visible. I don't want you to fill it all with black. Good. So now, brush tool. Grab the white. I've made her purple. Go me. No, not her lips. Not her lips, dum-dum. Come on. There we go. All right, Photoshop. Stop being extra. It's going to be okay to have a little bit of a color shift. Like that, right? Now the trick is to see if, now that I've done this, will I like the shift? Oh no, I made that wrong. It's okay. I think it's very easy to fix anything like this. Very, very easy. Hey Nebula, nice to meet you. That's way wrong. Sorry guys, I'm using my mouse, so it's not like very exacting. The exactitude is not very present. Exactitude equals not there right now. So my goal is to, like I said, just get some of the layer painted in just so I can see what the colors are and see if I can shift it to where I want it to be. And then what I'll do is I mean, the thing is, the strands of red hair that are going to be affected by this. Oh, jeez. This is where I need to get my tablet out, guys, but I don't feel like doing that. I just want to test to see if I can make the color a color I'm happy with, or if I'm just noodling around at nothing right now. That's the whole reason I'm doing this, because if it winds up being nothing, there's no point in going through the exacting fixing of this. Okay, so the goal is I didn't like how red it was. I mean, yellow it was. So let's shift it back. A plus 16 is okay. See, I like that a little bit better, okay? This is the original. Yeah, it's very yellow. And that's her. Okay, yeah, I like that better. That was a shift of what? What is that? And you can almost read that in this photo. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So what was that? A shift of negative 16. Let's apply that everywhere and see what happens with the brush. How I apply it everywhere? Simple. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Poop. I don't like that shift, so we're gonna just stick it with the face. And the white blows out her face a little bit too much, but that's okay. I can always scale it back just a little bit. +4. Actually, let me see. No, it's too pale. 0 was the right setting on that. Yeah, I think that's right, don't you? The small blueberry, hi! What are you doing here? I'm glad to see you. How are you? I'm doing some photo edits this morning. Trying to tweak some face stuff because I didn't like the way the face came out yellow in the yellow daylight. So it's very yellow and I decided to shift it a little bit more peach. So we're going to save that. I've done 3 photo edits so far. This was the first one was for a friend's work badge. I think it's what it's for. This was edit number 2. I'm out of school for the summer. Oh, congrats then. I forget about that. My wife's about to be out. She's a teacher, so she's about to be out in not this Friday, but Monday she'll be out for good. But this is edit 1. This was edit 2. And this was edit 3 so far. Here's another cool one of her background. I never get the backs of costumes, guys, because I'm such a portrait artist. I think about the fronts only. So I never do photograph the back, even when my friends do such extensive work on the back. I never do the back. And I've started to learn to shoot more of the back because that's part of the costume, guys. Especially when people do such elaborate work on the back. When auto test on that, nice, but I still don't quite like it. School's out for you for summer. Okay, couple things I don't like. This white line looks like it's putting an arrow through her head. We'll fix that, though. We can fix her face. Fix her face. I thought about taking out these power lines, but I don't think they're distracting. It's this white line right through her head that's distracting me. Okay, so let's see what we can do. The shadow's also a pain in the butt. We'll see if we can tweak that. I don't know if I'll need to, though. I don't think I will. I think that's just unnecessary. All right, exposure, contrast. Up the contrast. Right, and I'll lighten up her face in a minute. Because I know there's things I can do to lighten up her face. Make it a 0. Also, what's been helping these photos, guys, is it keeps making the saturation low. So we ramp up the saturation. It's a little bit exaggerated, but you know what? It makes it look cooler, right? Makes those fluorescents really pop. I might tweak that shadow. The curve of it's annoying. Yeah, the cloud's going bye-bye. In case you guys didn't know, the cloud's disappearing. I'm going to lighten up her face. And I think that's good. Do I want to up the clarity a little bit? Clarity was nice. But we're going to have to lighten up some of these shadows. Yeah, but we'll do it. It's possible. I think we'll run with this version of it. And we'll just lighten up the other parts. Because the rest of the photo is perfectly balanced. It's out of whack. Okay. Blink. Here we go. Let's zoom in on this. Another frequency separation starts off by copying the original photo, blurring the photo with a Gaussian blur of about 5 pixels, copy and pasting both of those into a new layer, taking the top layer, inverting it, setting it to a 50%, so now it's like a negative of itself, but only half. Right click on it, merge layers, switch that to a linear light, sorry, I keep saying linear blend. Grab the top 2 layers, put that into its own folder, boom, now I have the frequency separation done. That's crazy how quick I'm able to do that now. I've done so many of those, it's ridiculous now. But see, now I can also go like this and say, oh, you know, oops, sorry. Because now I can say, okay, there's the texture. I'm pretty sure that cloud thing is just a color issue. So I go to the color layer, zoom in on this, and what I'm going to do is I should be able to grab this button right here, this bad boy right here, and grab the magnetic lasso, and should be able to grab onto just that. There we go. And then I should be able to go over here. Okay, back, delete that. I know, back up, delete. There we go. And now that shouldn't impact that. Good. So now I'm just basically selecting a stripe. Oh, thanks for the lurk. Now, grab this brush tool on this layer. You can still see a little bit of a texture. I bet you some of it's in the back. Is in that? Yeah, it's in there. It's definitely in there. So what we do now is we grab this tool, grab the cloud texture, and remove that. Oh no! Grab this. Grabbed a little bit of the helmet texture on accident. There we go. Cloud does not exist anymore. You can see a dark stripe where it was. So I'm going to redo that. I'm going to grab this tool right here. Grab this. There we go. Brush it. Ah. It's being a butt. But what I want to do now is grab even more. No, Z. Plus. There we go. There we go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just blurring out where I see the dark stripe. You see? Okay, yeah, I can see it still. It's really subtle to get. Actually, no, it was kind of there before. No, it wasn't there before. Okay, well, anyway. We'll Control Z it. Control hide. Okay, so we'll grab that, and we'll make it a little. We'll go to the brush tool. But what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll do this. Very subtle gradients. I didn't think about this before. Instead of so heavy-handed, we'll do this. Ah, beautiful. Like that. Very subtle touch. There we go. Much better. You can still see a little bit of stripe there. I'm kind of bugged by that, but we'll see if we can tweak it away. Grab the color just above it. And we'll slowly blend it away. There we go. Now I can't see it as much. Now it's pretty much gone. Okay, good. We'll do the same thing on this side. What I did was I hide the dancing ants. I have to do a few things. That's fine. That's totally okay. I mean, why not? I mean, this is your time off. And enjoy as much of it as you can. I don't like that. The problem is the back of the helmet so much blends in with that, so I'm going to have to pretty much manually do this. This is the one that was in my training video, guys. Imagine me at work doing my training video. They're like, this is how you use this software program. And I'm like, I know that song. I know that one. That one is something I use in my streams. I jumped up in my chair, guys. I'm not even kidding you. I just jumped up like, oh, Rebecca, my manager. And I said, Rebecca, I stream with this song. And she's like, okay. I was like, no, I listened. This song is in my background. I know what it's from. It's from bensound.com. And she was like, okay. Go back to your training. It's okay. Like, she liked my enthusiasm. At first, it was kind of like she pretended to be annoyed by it. But then she was like, you know, it's cute that you were so excited about that. It's a silly training video and you're excited about how you recognize the song. That's cute. Like, I could tell she genuinely thought it was kind of a cute thing that I was, like, so excited about that. Okay, we're going to have to do that one probably a little bit more manually, and that's fine. No, I didn't mean to... Dang it! Oh, I can always tweak it, okay? We can always tweak it. Yeah, we can just do this. Watch this. Shift, boink, like this. Shift lets you add things to the space, to the selection. And also, I realized too, I could probably use Shift with the poly. That. Oh no, not that. Is it contiguous? Yeah, it's doing contiguous. Then why did it click everything there? No, Z. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna just go with this for right now, and grab this tool here, and grab that color, and make the brush smaller. Grab altering colors, and we're just basically painting away that cloud. And this one's not that bad. I'm not that distracted by that one, I don't think. It is that lower one I'm more distracted by, this one here. So let's Control H hides your dancing ants, or your marching ants, whatever they want to call it. That white streak is kind of annoying. Control hide should bring them back. There we go. I'm probably going to leave that little bit streak there, but it's a little too bold for my taste. So we're going to grab this and brush tool and make it a smaller brush. And we're just going to kind of slowly make it go away a little bit by little bit. I don't mind if there's a wisp of it there, but I don't want it to be so, yeah, you can't really tell. It's not very impactful. Deselect that, and I'm going to put one little streak here. Oh, no! I was on the wrong layer, guys. Now I'm going to go back to this layer because I'm still seeing a little bit of the textural issue. Oh, no. Control C. Want this. Like that. What is going on here? Oh, I think it's grabbing that, so. Not so bad. That's the original with those distracting white lines. That's the new one. Better. Better and better. That little bit of white streak is kind of annoying to me, though. But we can probably make that go away very subtly. Nobody doesn't like subtly. Grab a little bit of in tool, brush tool. It looks like it's going to be in this layer too, so. Okay, it's definitely in this layer too. That's interesting. I wonder what I did that didn't fix it. Why is it doing that weird thing where it's just making a harder edge? Oh, poo. I know what's going on here, guys. Dancing ants aren't deselected. It was making a hard edge because it was like, hello. I can't draw beyond that edge. Hello. I forgot I left it on the dancing ants, hadn't I? There we go. There we go. Now you really can't tell. Now I just look like part of the hair. Good. And my next question is, can I remove the thingy dingy? I think I can. I think what I do is I just do this business. Yeah, I know what I do. I know exactly what I do. I create a new layer, adjustment layer, levels, right? No, not levels, sorry. Layer, adjustment layer, brightness, contrast, right? And we make the brightness match. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We have a new masking layer, brightness, contrast. We do this, and we put a little white, okay, we fill it with black first. So now it's completely unaffected. Now I go to a white there. Right? I thought you went offline. Weird. No, I didn't. Why would I go offline? Did I do something wrong? Brightness. Oh, poo, I forgot. The brush tool's still on 33%, isn't it? Let's go back to 100% on that. Cancel. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do this right here. See, like that. Wait, maybe that's part of the wall. Because see, look, when I do that, you can see that the contrast is wrong. The values are wrong. Maybe that's just part of the wall texture, actually. Let me turn it off and look at it again. Is that a shadow or is that part of the paint job? I think it's part of the paint job, guys. I don't think it's a shadow. Although it might be, because if you notice that the color changes bright contrast here, it gets really bright. I'm trying to see if it is a shadow, if it's part of Somebody spray painting. It might be part of the spray paint job, I think. I don't know. It looks awful weird. I don't know. It looks awful weird to me. I've been affiliate for 7 months. How'd you know that? I mean, I'm glad you did. Saturation. Hue saturation. I heard voices. That was weird. All right. Layer, hue, new adjustment layer, hue saturation. Hue saturation. How did you know I was affiliate for 7 months? I'm curious to know the answer to this. Is it because you are a 7th month sub? Oh, pfft. Oh, did that come up that you subbed for 7 months? I didn't even see that message come up. I don't even know. I'm so dense sometimes, Sarah. Surprised y'all still watch with how slow I am on some things. Do what? Try and copy this layer mask into here so I can do an adjustment with the hue saturation at the same time. I don't share it. No, it comes up in my feed. It'll say, "Oh, I see." When it does come up, you don't say share. Gotcha. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Again, dude, why do you follow me? I'm so dense on these things. You have an option to share or not. Yeah, I should have. I'm. B.O.B. sister called. I think it actually is a shadow, guys. Look at that. Because when I did that, it kind of disappeared. I mean, do I want to fix it like that? Or do I want to just say, forget it, who cares? Because, I mean, there's still a seam, and I can fix the seam. I'm not worried about the seam being an issue. But the question is, do I want to fuss with it that much? Or do I just want to say, who cares? Because, I mean, that's what it is originally looking like. And then with it off, it looks like that. And I can just do a layer grab and then heal the strip that's messed up. But does it really distract that much from the photo, or does it add to it? And at this point, I think it actually adds to it. I don't know. Like, it was like, okay, I fixed it that quick, but, you know, is it really that distracting? I don't know that it is. I don't know, honestly, that it is that distracting. It's definitely a brightness issue. The contrast issue is pretty much solved. Yeah, see, look, you can't even tell anymore. It's a little bit of a white stripe right along this edge here. Oh, nope, too dark, too dark. Come on. Nope, Control Z on that one. Let's do a subtleness. So that's so heavy-handed. I mean, you can't even... I mean, at this point, does it even matter? You know what I mean? I'm going to try to leave it out there because it's just a way of showing, hey guys, this is how you would do that. So let's do this. Now that we fixed that layer, let's do one more adjustment layer. Levels. Because I want to bring all that mess down at once as one giant uniform bring down. Yeah, like that. A little bit too heavy-handed, but that's fine. I'd rather go heavy-handed than completely reverse everything. Oh, that's a stupid impressionist brush. I'm sure it has a purpose. I just don't care much for the purpose of it. Oh, it's still on 36? Oh, I changed it. That's right. Reverse that. Now what I want to do is I want to put it down to like a 35%. And just blink upon that whole area with this. Just so it's a little bit more punched out. There we go. I like that kind of better. Okay, so what have we done so far? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so original photo. Adjustments, removing clouds. You said some, yeah. I don't know. I kind of like that. I might incorporate some more value shift here. Brush, brush, brush. 35. A little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now I need to adjust the face, because that's the one thing that's bugging me now. Is the face is a little too dull. So, adjustment layer. This one was a little bit more TLC, if you notice, guys. Okay. So let's bring out some of the face. Beautiful. Now we do the same thing again. Now that we've gotten the face values where we want, we blank those out. Take a brush tool. With white. And the white will paint in what areas we want to be brighter. I think a little bit of the hair too on this side would not be amiss. Like that. See, that's the original face, and that's lightened up some. Yeah, that's pretty good. A little bit more on the red of the hair. I think I need to be tweaked out just a little bit more. A little bit there just to pull out some of the values, just so it's not completely like lost in shadow. Nothing major, just a little bit here and there. See, when it's subtle, and then you go back to it, and you're like, no, no, no. See, I did the right thing. You see? Yeah. So let's take a look at the whole business. That was the original photo. Oof. Lighten up the face. Just the values. Remove the clouds. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna save that right now. Sometimes these things require just a little bit of tweaking, and they're not that far off. Although I'm a little bugged by that highlighter on her nose. Let me see if it bugs me that much. Nah, it's okay. Okay, moving on to the next photo. We're at 690. Yeah, 690. Actually, I think I'm going to go to about 1. I forget 10 to 2 is like 4 hours. Good gosh. Okay, boink, boink, boink. 658, 690. 697. Did I already? I didn't really do 697. Let me move on to something different though, because I'm giving a whole bunch to Lindsay. So let me go ahead and switch to Justine. Let's do one of Justine real quick. This is her Kate Bishop Hawkeye costume. Yeah, that's sassy as heck. That's sassy. All right, do I want to do... Okay, we want to look at this a little bit, because there's some weird things going on with the colors. And I think it's because it makes her skin look pale because the purple's so blown out. So, I thought so. See? Detective Jason knows. Up that daggone contrast. Nope, too high. Zero it. Boink. There we go. Now the question is, what we got going on here, guys? I mean, Justine's not exactly not pale. She's very light, very, very pale skin. And it's also enhanced by the fact she's got very, very dark hair. And the costume itself is dark, so this isn't a wig, this is her actual hair in this. So we've got a couple of things creating a huge elements of contrast here. I need to figure out how to solve this. It might be a question of just darkening down her flesh a little bit. Or we can try a clarity burst and see what that does. Clarity actually helped it a lot. We might try a localized enhancement of... let's see. Try this. Bring out some of the reds. That kind of helped. But I'll try a localized blast on her flesh tones. Try a little bit more clarity on that. Not hating it. I'm not hating that clarity burst. We're losing some stuff over here. Oh no, she's sassy in this photo. That's for dang sure. Yeah, I'm gonna darken some of her flesh tones a bit. I'm gonna try that and see what we got. I think everything else is right. It's the flesh tones that are bugging me. The low lighting washed her out. We can fix it though. I can fix it. So we're gonna go layers, adjustment layer, levels, and we're just gonna slight pull to one direction. The darker side. There we go. Yeah, like that. See right there. Perfect. But that first, right? Then brush to the white. Up it up. Up it up it up. Because we don't want to lose too much. Yeah, that was the right choice, guys. Just a slight bit. Yeah, there we go. And I don't even care if I make her lips just a smidge darker in the process. Like, I will even darken down this so you get more glasses there. I'm okay with this. I'm not going to completely darken that. Oh, that's a little bit too dark. Oh, no. Brush tool again. Flop it to that. I don't want to lose anything in the costume there. See, right there is another thing. That her hip hole is a little too bright. Ooh, she got some scar in there. Okay, nope. Did too much of the costume. All right, one other thing. Do I want to do the frequency separation? Non-destructive editing. We're just going to do that way. Just a little tiny piece of the costume that wasn't supposed to be there. We're just going to do it this way. I hope that's enough. It should be enough to seal. Oh, no. Escape. There we go. I don't think it's going to capture everything. It didn't capture everything. Poop. That's okay. I'll fix it in a minute. Can we do this? Spot healing brush. Let's try the spot healing brush. I don't think it'll work properly. I think I'm like, what is this now? Yeah, it didn't work. As predicted, it didn't work. I didn't think it was going to work. All right, Boink. What are you doing? No. Also no. All of the no. Okay, little bit of a. Let's see if I can get this to work right. Oh no. Wrong button, Jay. Wrong button. See, what I want to do is grab this brush tool. No. No, brush tool. Come on. Just a slight little... No, that's too bad. That's just dumb. Okay. That should be close enough to actually fixing that issue. It's a non-issue at this point. It's a non-issue. All right. A little too dark on that side of the face. A little too dark. That's fine. Brush tool. Switching to this. And what we'll do is we'll do this. Opacity. And we'll just subtly bring... Oh, no. What is it? That's on the Impressionist brush. I knew it. I could tell it was being naughty. Control Z on that Impressionist brush. That's not right. I could tell that wasn't right. Here we go. X. There we go. That's better. Compare, contrast. Yeah. See, and also, too, if I wanted to be like, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, the brightness on that, making the things darker is pretty good. Good music, right? It works out pretty good. The clarity has played havoc with some of the skin textures, though. I'm a little concerned about that. Yeah, it's fine. You really can't tell. Sometimes clarity can make skin look more freckly because it's bringing out every single pore. It doesn't look so bad from here. Control save. Good old Justine. Justine's a cool egg. She really is a good person. Perfect. Perfectly done. Wonderfully done. I'm happy about this. And then what I'll do is when I'm done, I'll save all these as JPEGs. And then I go back and I purge them into the folders they belong into. Here's another one of Justine, guys. 844. Yeah, but the problem is, you know what the problem is? Her suit is so purple. Photoshop's like, nah, I don't want to do that purple. I command you to do that purple. Contrast. I might try that as a black and white. What do you think, guys? I might try it as black and white. Same issue we had before. It's kind of making her skin look very pale. Yep, we can do that. That's a nice little thing. Exposure's a little bright. No, 50 was right, actually. 50 was the right exposure for the costume and everything else. Blacks, whites, shadows. Yeah, whatever that was before was perfectly fine. I might pop some of the background there just to make her hair pop out from there, because her hair's getting a little bit lost there. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know. It's not so bad. I think, again, the skin tones could use a little bit of... Let me try softening. Oh, that's lovely. We're going to go with a little bit softer side of this one. The softer side of Hawkeye. I just realized this costume only has one sleeve. I never caught that before. It makes sense, though, because as an archer, you would only need one side protected anyway, technically. I can play a game and watch stream at the same time. Oh, watching stream on mobile is awful. It can be, because typing out messages is a pain in the left butt. It really is. Guys, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Yes Man, but this song always reminds me of the song called Sound of Fear, which they used during the scene in Yes Man when Jim Carrey is taping his face for his boss and making all these faces, and his boss is like... So if you've ever seen Yes Man, this reminds me of that song. I wish I could play it for you, but I can't, copyright. But look it up. It's called The Sound of Fear. Can't even check my messages without pausing Twitch. I know, I hate that. The crazy part is, Yes Man uses the instrumental version of the songs, which aren't available. It's by a group called Eels. What are you eating? Ghirardelli, dark chocolate with sea salt caramel. The word you're thinking of is yum. Okay, I'm very happy with this photo. I might lighten up that edge there just so her hair pops up, but I'm actually happy with it. When I looked away and got a snack, I actually feel pretty good. I knew if we worked together to be like, Sarah, you want some? So that one's a little bit crispier now that I look at it, but you know what? It's okay. That's the whole point of doing these photo edits, is do some a little bit crispier, some a little bit softer. This is the softer side. I push the clarity to the blurrier side. I hate to say, giving up sugar again. I want to do some. Giving up sugar, it's all like you got an addiction, you know. Okay, no, you don't duplicate the layer here. You do layer, adjustment layer. Are we doing brightness contrast? Or we're doing levels. Okay, levels adjustment. Yeah, like that. See? And then what we do is we fill it in. See, it's too much going on. The problem is the brush tool seems like it's just a little bit too bold. Not bold enough, I mean, sorry. Actually, no, I guess it's okay for now. So that's without the edits. That's the color as God intended it. Alright, we're going to switch to the mask. Why do you need Sound of Music? Curious if she takes me as personal. No, it's nothing personal. Arlene needed it for the classroom because she was going to watch it. And she can't stream in the classroom, so we needed the physical copy so she can put it in the DVD player. Simple, easy peasy. Because she's almost done with school. And she already said, oh, we're going to do Sound of Music. And then, that tanked because she didn't have Sound of Music. We thought we owned it on DVD. We didn't. And people are like, well, just stream it. Well, the school doesn't have the ability to stream to a TV. That's, I guess, so kids can't hack it or whatever. Okay, I get it. Yeah, exactly. So nothing devious, duplicitous, or anything. We just needed the physical copy to put into a DVD player because the school TVs do not have streaming capability. See, that's how you get that little contrast part popping out. See? Now her hair pops out again. You see? Isn't that nice? Compare that to that. See, now all of a sudden she's got shape. She's got a silhouette, and she's not losing part of it in the background. I might do some of that here. Yeah, was that a good choice? Doing it there so it pops her out from the bow from there. Yeah. Well, I might reinstate some of that shadow right there. Just so that you can see that. I checked to buy it and it's expensive. The cheapest way to get was with the other movies. Yeah, we're going to get it because we were like, we thought we owned it. So when we found out we didn't own it, Arlene's like, good opportunity to get it. Because we do want it. I introduced it to her and she was like, oh my gosh, this movie is so good. I'm like, right? Because she's not a musical person. And then she learned how to love musicals because we watched, well, she's seen Chicago. She'd seen, what's another musical that's kind of more mainstream? I mean, Chicago's a great musical. It's just kind of on the sexier side. So you got to be ready for that sexier side. Chicago is such a great movie. Like, my favorite songs are the Cell Block Tango because it tells a great story. It tells great stories very interestingly. And every time that Russian lady says not guilty, I cry. Because she's the only one that's in there that couldn't get out because she didn't actually deserve to be there. And I'm like, every time she says not guilty, I'm like, crying tears. My other favorite one is When You're Good to Mama, Mama's Good to You. Because everything in that is a double entendre. But if you don't listen to the double entendres, it still makes sense. Like, it's perfectly the mind of Roxy. Everything is like a sexy nightclub scene, but she's actually in jail. So you're seeing that through her filter. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing it through her filter, which is, I'm imagining this as a sexy nightclub number. And the truth is she's in prison doing deals with the matron. So you could look at it through Roxy Richter's filter of the double entendres, or strip it away and see it for what it actually is, a matron trying to do deals with her prison, the prisoners. Brilliantly done. Where's the one? Chicago. Yeah, I'm talking about Chicago. Okay, so in the movie version, it's Queen Latifah. It's when she says, when you're good to mama, mama's good to you. Where she's talking about like how she'll make a deal for you if you make a deal for her. And everything in that is a pun or a double entendre. But the thing is, if you just look at it on the surface, it's literally just her talking about making a deal with her prisoners. But because Roxy Richter thinks of everything in terms of it being a showgirl scene, it has that double entendre. But you can strip that away and it still makes sense. And as with everything with Chicago, everything's in Roxy's mind being distorted into this glamorous nightclub act, which it isn't. Another one, give them the old razzle dazzle. That's a pretty good song too. Yeah, really, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like a really good storyline. And in Chicago, the Cell Block Tango, when they're all going talking about why they're in jail. Like the Russian ballerina just spits out something. I think she's Russian ballerina. Well, she does ballet in the movie, and she just spews out this line of Russian. We don't even know what it is. And then at the end, they're like, you said, are you guilty? She's like, not guilty. When she does that, I cry. Every time I cry. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. That's stuck in my head now. It's a great, Chicago's great. I introduced her to Fiddler on the Roof. That is a long one, but it's so good. She needs to check out La La Land. We watched it together. She hated it because the ending was not happy. The ending is important, but not happy. The ending is, it's the same reason she didn't like 500 Days of Summer. That movie is so good. And the thing is, they tell you from the beginning, this is not a love story. This is not a love story. This is about a breakup. So you don't have any false hope going into that movie that 500 Days of Summer is going to have a happy ending. The end of it is he found happiness away from the girl he was interested in because he was so crushed on her that he let his whole life be destroyed by her. And it was only when he got free of her that he's like, yeah, she wasn't right for me. I was just so infatuated I couldn't see it. And then he falls in love with his actual one. His actual soulmate. And it's so heartbreaking the way it works. Like, it's so cute. Like, I'm tearing up right now thinking about if you've ever seen 500 Days of Summer. It's so cute. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He falls in love with this girl at work named Summer. And it's his 500 days of being obsessed with her. And they dated for a while. But she's like, we're not boyfriend-girlfriend because, I'm not into relationships. And then they drift away. And then she gets engaged. And he's like, I thought you weren't in relationships and now you're engaged to somebody. And she's like, well, obviously and the thing is, the heartbreaking conversation is Zooey Deschanel's character, Summer. She goes, well, if we were right for each other, we would have been in a relationship because the minute I found this guy, I don't like that. She's like, the minute I started dating him, I broke my rule because obviously he was the one that was right for me. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, that kind of sucks. She goes, I know, but it's the truth. If we were supposed to get married, I obviously would have changed for you. Because now that I met this guy, I changed for him because he was the right one. And it sucks, but it's the truth. If she was like, I'm not in relationships, and then she meets the one and she's like, I'm into relationships, the fact that he was so important to her that he had changed to be with her means she wasn't right for Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So as much as it sucks, he's like, well, that's life. I got to move on. And he moves on, and then he meets the girl of his dreams. And it's just like, the whole movie is just about him obsessing and how he's wrong and what it does to you and why it's wrong to obsess about something that's not right for you. So it's a very important film. And the ending is just so sweet. He's literally he destroyed his life. It was writing greeting cards and he wanted to be an architect. So when he lost his job from his depression with being so in love with Summer, I probably should do a Just Chatting stream. When he was so in love with, he let his life get to rack and ruin, pining over Summer. And he realizes, I should be an architect. And he loses his job. He's like, I'm jobless. And then he's like, I should go back to architecture. That's what I wanted to do. I only went to the sideline thing to kill time till I could find one. Why did I give up my dream? So he takes his unemployment time and perfects his portfolio. He goes into the portfolio place and he sits down. He's kind of almost over Summer at this point. Summer being Zooey Deschanel. And so he sits down. He's waiting for his time to show his resume to the people at the in the resume thing. Sorry, I can't. The architectural job. And he's waiting in the lobby. There's a guy. He goes in. Another guy goes in. And he's there with another lady. She's kind of nice. And he says, I'm here from architecture job. Oh, me too. Ha ha ha. And they exchange pleasantries. And he goes, well, I hope you don't get the job. She goes, I hope you don't get it either. Ha ha ha. Making it funny. Hey, Small Blueberry, welcome back. I was just talking about the plot of 500 Days of Summer, which is a great movie. It's very heartbreaking. If you want to watch that movie, I'll stop because I was about to tell you the ending because I didn't think anybody was going to watch it. But if you're going to watch it, Sarah, I'm going to stop unless you want to know the ending because it doesn't. I wouldn't say the ending spoils it because I still tear up. I know it's coming, and every time I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. Every time I tear up, I know it's coming, and it's such a cute ending that every time I tear. Okay, then I won't tell you, but I will tell you this. Think of La La Land. It's 500 Days of Summer does not end happy. It doesn't end happy for the couple in the movie. It ends happy for the main characters. In other words, they don't wind up a couple, but they wind up independently happy, just like in La La Land. So where you want them to be together, then you're going to hate 500 Days of Summer. If you realize they were never meant to be together and you... Movies you've recommended, I loved. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing, too. If you all know Zooey Deschanel and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, in real life, they're good friends. So you could see them enjoying their friendship as they pretend to be boyfriend-girlfriend on the screen. Like, the reason they have chemistry is because their friendship makes them able to fake romance on the screen. Because actually, their romance in the movie is more of a friendship anyway. Because they don't wind up together. Because they were just friends, and that's all they should have been. So, be ready for them not to be together. But if you can stomach the fact that Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel don't get together, and again, that's not a spoiler. In the first 2 minutes of the movie, it literally has a title screen that says, "This is not a love story." That's the first thing you see. This is not a love story. This is about a couple that breaks up. So there's no pulled punches. You know it's not gonna. It's like Annie Hall. Annie Hall doesn't start off by making you think that Diane Lane and Woody Allen are gonna be together. It starts off by telling you they're not going to be together, that this is a failed romance. This is about the summer he spent in love with her when they had a relationship and how sweet it was. Or the time. I won't say it was a summer. It may have been longer than a summer. I don't even remember anymore. That's pretty cool, but it looks flat to me, guys, this photo. Like, this is the default. This is that. It looks flat to me. The problem is the yellows are too green. Let's push the greens to blues and see what happens. Nope, let's try this now. Okay, also, too, the purples died. A horrible death. And we're going to tweak those again. This was shot... Oh, that's better. See, that's a lot better. What we've been doing... I don't know if I told you this here. What we've been watching is House. And that show... I've seen episodes and loved episodes. Random episodes here, there. Nothing spectacularly together. We've gone back and watched it from beginning to end. We're in season 5. And that show is a remarkably great show. Just when you begin to hate House for how much of a sarcastic, callous jerk he is, I think House is autistic or on the autism spectrum because I don't think he understands how to connect to human beings. They waste his time. But when he realizes that he needs to connect to people and that he's hurting the people he truly cares about and just doesn't know how to show it, then his humanity shows and you're like, oh my gosh, this man is trying. He just can't understand how to connect. Do I want the clarity? That's the blurrier. I don't know. I think the clarity up is a little bit cooler. I might blur this in the back. No, I don't know. I feel like it's close to right. Did she blink her eyes? No, her eyes are wide open. You really can't tell with the glasses in the way, though. What's crazy is, okay, see these giant metal pillars here, guys? She climbed up in them. I lost you briefly because I looked up that one movie I watched you recommend, Memento. Yeah, that one's a little bit, like I said, be ready for some cursing in that movie. There is some language. It's a great movie if you remember that everything's done backwards. My favorite moments are involving Dodd because the movie is told backwards in sequential pieces. In other words, if there's 10 sequences, you see 1 through 10, 1 being the earliest and 10. You loved it? Oh, good. So again, language there, but such a great movie. And there is a way to unlock it to watch it chronologically. But the thing is, Nolan was right in telling the story backward. Because if you tell it forward, the protagonist looks like he's a liar. Because we can't believe his memory loss is that profound. Because we just saw that scene 10 seconds ago. How could he have forgotten it that quick? But people with memory loss, they do forget that quick. So, Memento, great movie. Be ready for the F-bomb. It's all over that movie, but it's such a great movie because it's about what happens here when your memory doesn't work. And the thing is, knowing how it ends, which is the first 10 minutes of the movie, doesn't help you understand who he is. Yeah, the chronological order is in the special edition. You have to go to a special test. You can find it online. There's a special series of tests you have to do, and you have to put these photos of the changing the tire in correct order. You have to put them in reverse order, and then the movie runs chronologically. You unlock the ability to watch it chronologically. So the special edition, there's a quiz, and you have to get through the quizzes, and when you get to the quiz about the tires, you put the photos of the tires in reverse order, and it will tell you the movie chronologically. I'm going to go out in an outdoor mall for a few minutes. I'll be back. Okay, enjoy yourself. Thanks, Small Blueberry, for dropping in every here and again. But yeah, it's worth watching chronologically because it'll make you understand one thing. Carrie-Anne Moss's character kind of falls in love with or sympathizes with or feels sorry for Guy Pearce's character. I don't like those yellow greens back there, and I don't like how bright it is over there, but we'll tweak it, guys. We'll tweak it. She's such a joyous soul. You can see that in their photo, can't you? She's such a joyous soul. Okay, so Carrie Ann Moss was a witch of a woman. And if you watch it chronologically, you'll see that she doesn't understand what's... Okay, you've seen Memento, so I'm not spoiling it. First, she realizes she doesn't know who this clown in her bar is. Then she realizes this clown may be responsible for the disappearance of her boyfriend. Then she gets mad at him. Then she sees, oh my gosh, he really doesn't know what's going on. And then she feels sorry for him and kind of falls in love with him a little bit. Because she realizes he doesn't know what he's doing. He's sleepwalking through life. And that people are using him. And then she was going to use him, and then she's like, no, I can't do this. Like, she started to use him, then she changed her mind because she felt sorry for him. So when you watch it in chronological order, you're like, when you watch it in the order of the movie, you're like, oh, wow, this is a friend. And you're like, oh, this is a girlfriend. Then you watch, like, whoa, she hated him, cursed him out, and he didn't remember it. What a witch. Is her body... Okay. There are cutouts in the costume. It's funny you brought that up because I didn't notice that until we took the photo. See, there's a cutout on the hip, but we didn't know when she sat down, the cutout kind of curves a little bit more for the side of the hip. And I was like, oh, that's a good picture. I'm like, girl, you don't know what's going on here. She's like, what? I said, you got a lot of booty going on. She goes, oh my gosh. So it's not hanging out, but the thing is from the side view, it's, because with the way the hip hole comes out, it basically like shows all of her hip. Because you can see there's her leg. Let's zoom in on this, guys. You can see that's where the curvature of the hip is. So it's just kind of the side of her hip hanging out. But I was like, girl, you got a little bit of hip action going on. And what's funny is one of my assistants in this shoot, her name is Ariel. And this is Ariel here, the Poison Ivy here. Because she was wearing other clothes underneath, undergarments and everything. And she was like, oh no, she's like, sometimes when she'd turn, the undergarments would peek through the peek holes. And she was like, oh, it's peeking through. So Ariel, without thinking twice, goes, I got it. Fixes her wardrobe malfunction. I'm like, thanks for the help, Ariel. And we just started laughing because she just mama'd her way through that. She's like, Mama's like, costumes malfunction, I'll fix it. And she fixed it for Justine, so it worked out pretty good. But yeah, there's keyholes. They're called keyholes. That's like the holes in it. So Kate Bishop's got keyholes on her hips. I didn't know that when I first looked at the costume. And when I saw Justine's costume like this, I was like, whoa, there's keyholes. I did not know this. Be careful how you pose. But, it's all just on the hips, just on the sides. Everything else, front is covered, back is covered. It's just on the sides, just like two little, like Emma Peel from the Avengers. She had like, I think she had ones that had keyholes on the sides at one point. But she had a rotating wardrobe anyway. I don't like this yellow-green, as I've said before. So now that we've talked about keyholes enough, what was funny is she needed to change my costume, because she was like, do I go to the restaurant in costume? Exactly, booty. No booty, just side. And then she says, should I go to the restaurant like this? I said, you're showing too much hip cleavage. No, we need to go, we need to get you changed out of that costume. We don't need to be walking around in a restaurant with hip cleavage showing, because people will be like staring at you. Levels. Hue saturation, here we go. I need to shift that yellow-green in the background to a more palatable yellow that I hate yellow-green. Like highlighted yellow cringes me so hard. But that's okay. What you do is you go to the greens or the yellows. Is it the yellows do I need to shift? Yeah. And then I can decrease the saturation. And even though it's in the sun, I just don't want it to be screaming at me. We'll see if it did anything other impact. No, it did right. Just enough. Yeah, just enough. I saw the vote. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. Nam asked if I could have access to it. So until I design a new one, I decided to move up Incredibooty to that slot. Well, it was Nam. I'm not trying to... I like the story behind it because, again, I'm not the kind of person that would have that. But the problem is, it's also very appropriate to Pixar. So if I'm going to have a booty emote, it's going to be that. Because it's the most wholesome idea of it could possibly be. Because it's literally straight out of Incredibles. There is nothing non-canonical about that. That's straight out of The Incredibles. She's like, look at my butt. She literally looked at her butt and was like, what is this? So it's the most mom appropriate thing. Well, Nam didn't get final say. This isn't final. This is nothing final about this. This is just temporary. And then when I get a new emote, that's where that one will go. Nam didn't get final say. Where is he in this chat? He was I know he went to work today because he won. I don't know if you weren't here last time. He won my Baby Yoda drawing. I was giving it away at one point, and I had a burst of goodwill and said, I'm going to give away Baby Yoda. So I went and gave away Baby Yoda, and he won Baby Yoda. So I dropped it off at work. So he picked it up at work today. I saw him say, hey, I got it, thanks. And he sent a picture of where I'd put it on his work desk. Whereas, I don't know. So he's probably either at work or doing other things. Okay, so there's that, guys. Too bold. That's fine. That's why I knew it was going to be too bold. But that's the whole point of this. Tool options. I have to go back to find tool options because my Dunkin' iced coffee bottle is completely blocking it. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Probably one more, but guys, probably till about 1. I'm so glad someone we know is awesome. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I have such a small viewership that anybody that had won it would be a regular viewer, and I'd be happy with them getting it. Every single person in this chat, you know what I'm saying? If Nos had won it, if Blueberry had won it, if you had won it, if who else? Dragons or Dinos had won it, I would have been happy. Can I see Baby Yoda again? I don't have it with me. I can show you Nam's photo of it, though, on the screen. You're fast, dang. Annie was like, wow, thank you. Dang, you're fast. I don't mess around, guys. I Photoshop like the best of them. Here's the Baby Yoda I did, guys. I say we did. Come on. Okay, here we go. Boink. That's Baby Yoda. That's the Baby Yoda. And I have prints of it, but the prints don't do it justice. Okay, so look what we've done so far, guys. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Now, I'm trying to auction off a drawing of mine, but it's not going well, so I'm going to have to go to eBay. Have you had any experience, Sarah, selling anything on eBay? I have not. And the thing is, I've got no bids on my drawing without going on eBay, so I figure if I go to eBay, I might get some bids, because I'm trying to sell it because a streamer friend of mine is needing medical costs. She's going through some tough times. She finally had a diagnosis. So the drawing I'm auctioning off is Captain Jack Sparrow because it was originally supposed to... No, I didn't go offline. I'm not even dropping that many frames. Yeah, it must have been just your internet because I've been fine. I've dropped 0.1% of frames all stream. That's the best I've had in weeks. Probably because I'm home and no one's online at this point. So let's turn those off. That's where we were before, guys. Never sold any. Me neither. And that's where we're at right now. Yeah, don't you think that's good? So let's see if we can reconnect. Can you hear me, Sarah? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hopefully you can hear me. I have to restart the music, though. Can you hear me, Sarah? If you can't respond to me quickly, I'm going to have to go on Twitch and look for myself, which I can do. I will make it happen. I have company tonight, and I don't want to take a nap. I want to take a nap. It's my only day off. Well, I'm about to jump off here soon anyway, I think, because I want to be done at 1. Okay, good, because my microphone took a tank. Can you hear music, at least? No, the music's not going through. The music's not being played, is it? The audio's not working, is it? How do you reset audio on Twitch? There, you should hear music now. No, it's not that. It's the fact that it takes a minute to go through. It's not OBS. It's the fact that it takes a minute for when you type something for it to be sent through the internet to go to Twitch to go back. It has OBS has actually got 0 latency right now, or next to 0. It can't be 0 because 0 would mean it would be happening immediately. Maybe try this Twitch software. I don't know. No, it's not Twitch. It's the fact that Twitch is slow. It's the internet. It's not anything OBS would do. It's the fact that the internet takes a minute to upload stuff and download stuff. There's nothing we can do about that. That's wires. That's wires and transmission time. There's nothing. That's physics. That cannot be faster than it is. It's literally as fast as it possibly could be. How can you hear music, Sarah? Because it should have fixed the music issue. Yeah, the latency has nothing to do with Twitch, because it's just the internet. It's your router uploading it, the internet carrying it, Twitch receiving it, Twitch disseminating it, Twitch sending it back to me picking up on it, me displaying it, going back to the internet, Twitch sending it to your screen, and then your internet picking it up. So all of that round trip is what the delay is, and there's nothing we can do about that. That is literally internet wires and transmission times, and because when you send a signal on a wire, it doesn't instantly go at the end. It has to travel from atom to atom to atom to atom, and even though it seems instantaneous, it's not. And when you add thousands of miles, back and forth, it takes that much time. Okay, good. You can hear music. I wonder why about that, because some streams I don't have that kind of delay. Also, it could be the fact that what do you mean when you say delay? What do you mean? Delay between me seeing it on your screen? Because again, if you type something, watch how long it takes to appear down there, because that's the latency. I cannot impact that. When you type something, I see it like that quick. But the thing is, that down there is coming from Twitch, which means if you type something, you see that down there, that's because it has to go to Twitch. Twitch acknowledges it, spits it in chat, and sends it back to me. So if you see it slow down there, that's because it took Twitch that time, and there's nothing I can do about that. Like, I have no control over that speed. That's not OBS. That's Twitch telling me. I was chatting with someone in Australia and he responds instantly. Well, the thing is, I respond instantly too, but the problem is, also, too, if you had the stream freeze up, which you've had at least twice, probably 3 times since we started, it actually delays your stream because it actually holds where you are in line until you catch up. So if you catch up a minute later, so what I recommend doing right now, Sarah, is leave and come back and see if it's more instantaneous. Because what happens is the internet will hold your messages until you get caught up. So stuff that should have happened a minute ago has already happened and passed for me, but you haven't seen it yet because you're still a minute behind. If that makes sense. So try leaving and coming back. Yeah, it could be the fact that because when the stream freezes up, it actually will slow you down. It'll put you minutes behind. Justine, let me know if it gets better when you come back. Tell me when you're back. I like the reflected lights on there, guys. Isn't that amazing? Well, that was quick. You're back. I'm back. And we're back. That was really loud. Sorry. I regret nothing. Is it faster now? Because I saw your LOL like that quick. I'll try to respond to something as soon as I see it pop up so you'll know how fast the latency is. You let me know if it's much improved or not, okay? You let me know if it's improved. If it's faster now. Because I bet that's what it was. I typed just before you said that, LOL. I was as fast as I could read it as soon as it came in. Faster? Is it faster now? Because I bet you that was the latency. Was the fact that because you froze up a couple times, Twitch was trying to keep you behind so you could get caught up. Because that's what happens to me with some streams, especially when I raid. My sister's calling in LOL BRB. See, if you weren't talking to your sister so darn much, you wouldn't be so laggy on stuff. I'm just kidding. I can't believe that Sarah was like, Annie was like, oh my gosh, so quick. I'm like, I know. I edit fast, dadgummit. Okay, we're going to do one more of Lindsay. We've been broadcasting for 2.5 hours? Heck yeah, baby. Auto. Okay, yeah, so the one concern we have with this one was, obviously, that's a really low shot, but it doesn't emphasize south of the equator. It's a very noble shot considering the angle could be construed as vulgar, and it wasn't because, we shot with taste because, we have taste. I know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know how to do this stuff, guys. I'm not going to make my friends look lewd or vulgar. We know what we're doing here. I'm curious about that, though. Is that shine or is that painted on? That's painted on shine. Okay. Contrasty. I might lighten up the suit just a bit. Nah. I can always lighten the suit in the after practices. I want to darken the sky, though. Okay, we're going to open the image. We're going to do a couple things here real quick, guys. Really good balancing issues here. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the brightness of that sky. Very simple thing to do. Layer, adjustment layer, levels, right? Yeah, that's what we want to do. That was fun, wasn't it? Right? So we're going to do that, okay? Do this. Fill that with black. Brush, reverse, and like that. Now, did I make her face too dark? Was that part of the problem? Reverse that to X. Yep, we're doing that. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I want to try a quick thing. Oh, that's poop. That is absolute poop, guys. Brush tool. Going to go here, and we're going to make it about a 33%, right? 33%. And make the brush tool bigger. No. Oh, I didn't know Slash did that. That's fun. Learn new Photoshop functionality, guys. That's wrong. There we go. Now, we reverse the brush polarity. Make it smaller. Reverse to a black. Up it back up to 100%. And we repaint in back her features that need to be retweaked back. Okay, so. There we go. Pretty good, right? So now we got this. Makes the sky a little bit more blue, which is lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right? So there's that. Might be a little too dark, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. The next thing I want to try is a brightness contrast on the suit. So image, layer, adjustment layer, brightness contrast. It's interesting how the histogram appears for the old thing. Brightness, punch that up. Yeah, that's perfect. No, it's too much. +4 is okay. That looks okay. Now, do I want to try to make the wings different and see if that makes a difference on them? We're going to try. Yeah, that looks too pale. So, actually, that's the right adjustment. We're going to leave it be. Now, do I want to... No, that's... And we want to pull up the brush details. And where's the brush details? Here we go, to options. 30, reversing it to a white. There we go. So we only get the deepest blues, right? Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's good. Because the orange and the blue play real good off each other. You know why? Blue and orange are contrasting colors. So the orange pulls really good off of that. Now, I'm going to ask Lindsay if she wants me to do some special effects on that. I hope kind of not, because we've done a lot with special effects in the past. So I think this might be nice to have kind of one that's more stripped down and not completely, hey, look, tons of special effects, which we sometimes do a lot. 812. So what I'll do then is I'll just, put them all in a bulk folder. I didn't think about that. And then bulk process them as large images, and they'll be good to go instead of saving each one individually. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do a bulk process. Take all the Photoshop files. Yeah. My sister's calling again. Okay, so let's do a real quick thing, guys. Let's close off all of these images. It's a good workflow, guys. That's a really cool photo. I'm not going to lie. That looks like it should be printed on a canvas. Okay. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Did I close off the image? The folder? I think I closed the folder. Like a dum-dum. I did. My sister's calling. Okay, that's still the sister calling. Okay, so what are we doing? Sorry if that noise was annoying, guys. That's my thinking sound. Photo edits. Boink. Here we go. So what I want to do is create a folder. Okay. Do I want to create a folder? How am I going to group these? Oh, I see what I have to do. I can just do it manually. New folder. Okay. Process. So I can leave Annie. I can pretty much delete Annie or move it to the pictures folder because Annie is done. She was quite happy with it. She said, oh my gosh, you did it so fast. I'm like, I know. That's how I work. I mean, that kind of Photoshop edit she wanted me to do, it's pathetically easy. I know that sounds really egotistical, guys, but it's true. 632. Move those both to there. I'm trying to thin through the photos I've already done so I'm not poking at the same things twice. 833. 844. 846. 602. 658. Should be an even number now. 8, yep. 690 and 812. There we go. There we go, guys. This is the folder as it is now. And you can keep in mind, this is what we've already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm beasting out with these guys. 8 photos done. Photo edits. Let's go back here. So these are the ones I need to get done yet, but still. I mean, we're still in a good shape. Actually, I want to take a look at these real quick. See if there's anyone. I want to do one or two more before we wrap up for the day. So let me take a look at some of these and see what we've got and see which ones I like best. Takes a minute to open up raw photos because raw take a minute. Raw take a dang minute to process. I'm so happy with how much I've got done. You guys can still, yeah, you can still hear me. I didn't see any jumps in the audio. So here we go. Here is, I thought I already edited this one, but maybe I didn't. That one's fun. 712, we're going to edit that one because 712 is one that she was already asking about, and we're going to do 712. 712 is definitely a thing we're going to do. So 712 was... I'm trying to edit one of Ariel. I think we'll do 909. This one's really blown out, but that's okay. I told her we can fix it. Overexposed, right? So we can do that. The vibrance and the color need to go up. Yep, see, color needs to go up. And I think the clarity needs to jump just a bit. Not even just a bit. Like, that's done. Like, there's nothing else to do with that photo. I mean, blah, blam, it's done. I mean, I also love how the white little highlight there zinged on her head. Like the little white spray paint part. It wasn't meant to be a glitz. It's perfect. I might need to tweak a little bit more in the values, but we're going to see. Up the contrast just a bit. I mean, I don't think there's much more I need to do with this, guys. Comedian Vite. Hi. Hi, how are you? I know the name. Didn't we meet last stream? Sorry about the loud raid sound. I love Lost a bunch. So I was like, oh my gosh, you know. We're just doing some photo edits today. Let's do a shout out, guys. Comedian Vite. I know the name because I remember the name Vite. Sorry, I keep saying Vite because I keep thinking of Watchmen. And I keep thinking of Adrian Veidt, a.k.a. Ozymandias. So I keep thinking about that. What were you doing today? How was your stream? I'm back. Sissy calls on her way to and from lunch. I'm off. LOL. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my stream. Daniel Hooker. I know that name, too. Hi. It's Viet, like Vietnam. Oh, okay. I know I think I follow you, Daniel Hooker. All right, let me check. I thought I do. I could be wrong. Because I feel like I've seen your name before. I think I follow a lot of you people, or a lot of you folks, or seen you recently. I don't remember. My brain's like a sieve sometimes, but if you tell me how I know you, then I'm like, oh, I know who you are. But yes, welcome to the stream, guys. My name is Jason. I do art. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did when we did the Legos together last week. My name is Jason. I do mostly art-based streams, mostly drawing. Normally I do stuff like this. I do drawing, Copic drawing, like this, sketches and stuff, full drawings. I've seen you in Laura's stream. That's why I knew your name. I knew it. Usually I do Copics, but today I'm doing a little bit of photo edits because I'm behind. So I brought up some photo edits and started to work on them. What did you do in your stream today, comedian? This is some of the photos I've edited. This is not the edits, by the way, guys. These are not the edited versions. I do have to run them through the thing. I have to run them through Photoshop so we can kind of view them. But I will show you this one, 602. I was working on some custom Funkos. Nice! Man, the folks who can do custom Funkos always have my respect. I've always wanted to do that, but I suck at sculpting. As you notice, this isn't a sculpting stream. Good, first time joining a stream. Hello, thanks to Viet. Nice. Do you have by the way, do you have a link of something you were working on? If you do, you can, by the way, if anybody's an artist in here and is working on something that's safe for work, as obviously I don't want anybody to share something that maybe makes somebody uncomfortable. If you're working on something that's safe for work, definitely share a link in the stream. I don't have links deactivated. If people get spammy, I'll deal with that. But I think most people are in my stream and visiting my stream are artists. But definitely, comedian, if you've got something you want to share, a social media link or progress on your recent project, definitely, share that in the stream. Also, too, if anybody else is an artist and they've done anything recently that they're proud of, as long as it's safe for work, because I don't want anybody to click on something like, oh no, what is this I've seen? Obviously nothing like that. But other than that, please feel free to share what you've been working on. All right, so I'm working on this image of my friend did a roller derby Batgirl. And I'm in the process of tweaking the photo. I don't think there's something I'm not quite happy with on it. And maybe I'm overthinking it because maybe it's just a value shift. That's a little better. It's a little subtle things. I think part of it is too, I might tweak some of the values and some of the other parts when I get editing it. Let me get to editing it. I'm overthinking is what it is. And I'll show you one of the things I've done. Instagram, it says page not found, probably because I don't have my Internet Explorer open. This was one of the photos I edited earlier of my friend in her roller derby Batgirl outfit. We went down to an actual skate park. Oh, there you are. Okay. It just didn't show up because Twitch is weird. Oh, nice. You got a very comic booky style. Nice. I like it. I'm a very big fan of a very comic book style. Because, yeah, she's amazing, isn't she? This is Kyber Knight cosplay. And so, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we had her friends holding the cape off stream, off camera. But, yeah, you got some awesome work, dude. Am I signed in that I can actually do stuff on there? Yeah, you got some nice covers, too. Some nice sketch covers done, too. Tag that. I'm always good for stuff. I'm always looking at character designs because I suck at doing character designs. That Joker one was pretty awesome too. That's gonna get a heart. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked by people's Instagrams here. I like that one. That one cover is pretty impressive. Let's see. Got some cool stuff going on here, my dude. If that's a Goliath. It is Goliath, heck yes! Okay, yeah, I love Goliath. I watched Gargoyles when I was a kid. I'm terrified of working on sketch covers. Same, I always do a pre-sketch on another piece of paper, light box it on a clean. Thank you so much. Did you share a link, comedian? I may have missed it. That's okay. Oh, there you are. It just took a minute. No worries. I think I've subscribed to you before. Okay, there's a video. Hopefully it won't play audio because I want to see the audio. Oh, nice. Boink. That's pretty cool, my dude. What's this? So you like take them out of the box, tweak them, and then put them back in after you've made some mods to them? Is that how that works? I'm always fascinated by people I don't understand their process because I'm like, how do you do your process? It looks fascinating. Hopefully a live action movie will come. Now that we got the CGI to make it happen. And I hate to say CGI because honestly, there's so many practical effects that can be done. Like, I'm a big fan of practical effects. If you guys don't know, I do a lot of photo edits when I'm not on stream typically. And one of the things I've done a lot of is like I did a Scarlet Witch set. And there's a photo I did recently of her where she's got this and you see the smoke coming off. And none of that's, I mean, it's photoshopped like crazy, but none of it is impractical effects. I took actual photos of smoke and then put them in there. So you can totally do a lot of the things now. I think this is done. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking it. I might try doing a value range on this. Like what I'll do is like a layer adjustment layer, brightness contrast, and tweak it a little bit and see if I can make anything that I like pop out a little bit more. Like that. And then what I'll do is I'll take the brush layer and see if I can like mask out some of it and see if I like it better with some parts of it. I don't know. That's actually kind of cool how it makes some of the other stuff around it darker. You really can't tell. It's a very subtle effect. Yeah, I might up the brush size, lower the opacity just to feather that out a bit more. But I don't want to make it look too much like a spotlight on her either. But I mean, there was already that spotlight white shing that was already painted there. Like it's great how that happens. I'm working on this. Okay, cool. Then my friend designs them, I print them out and build them. Okay, let me see. I take a base Funko Pop, sculpt and paint details. I'm actually working on a few products now. Okay, it's work in progress. I'm working on designs them, I print them and build them out. Oh, nice. Because I know they make a base Funko. You can. Oh, wow. I know that character. I don't watch anime. Let me go and pull up some of you guys' stuff because I'm like completely neglecting you guys, and I'm so sorry. Comedian Viet kills it with customs. Okay, so this one is, and I'll pull up everybody's is still up. So let me switch to the display. Oh wait, we're on the display capture. Duh. I thought I had to switch cameras. I know this character. I don't watch the anime, but I know the character because I've seen it cosplayed and drawn. Nezuko. Okay, yeah, Demon Slayer. Okay, I've seen it a bunch. And I like, is this an emote? Because it looks really cool. Let me read what you said. New product right now, tote bags in case. Okay, tote bags and stuff. Okay, nice. So this is Paprika. This is Viet stuff. I was pulling up this and looking at this Kickstarter stuff because I was like, they have packages, so it's cool. Or I liked a couple things. Because I'm not a sculptor. Oh, wow. So you basically made customs because this is somebody's comic and you didn't actually... Oh, yeah, you did. That's so sweet, actually. That's cool. Now I see what you do. It's actually a chibi. I'm a chibi artist. Big props to those that can do chibis because I have struggled with doing some chibi stuff and it's not great. Those are amazing. They're really cool. Like, to have a Funko based on your comic is pretty sweet. Oh, look at that. Is that like a mermaid? Oh, nice. Oh, wasn't Daniel Hooker talking about this in Lara's stream? Yeah, I love it. Oh, it came out so good. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. See, I played this video. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm like, those look cool. Yeah, aren't these beautiful stuff, guys? I mean, This is that. And then this one is, I didn't connect the name to the thing, but this is the gargoyles I loved so much. I forget what your name is on what you call it. Okay. Doink. Doink. I started day job as a structural engineer. Now I just don't come and make. Well, no wonder comedian. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy with this. This is done. I'm overthinking it, guys. Not Control F. No, not that. Not Control F. Come on. Control save. I'm overthinking this one is what I'm doing, so let's not do that, guys. It's best to not overthink stuff. It's best to overstate it, pull it back, and if it still looks good, then go with it. If it looks bad, then scale back what you did. What program do I use for this? Photoshop. Actually, it's Photoshop Elements because, guys, if you're on a budget and you don't want to pay for the full Creative Suite, Photoshop Elements, this is actually 2018, it has most of the basic features of Photoshop. The only thing it doesn't have is color separation and a rotate tool, and I want the rotate tool so bad, but yeah, I don't have it, so that's the only thing. I might pop for that sometime. Okay, so that's the old photo I've already edited. Let me go ahead and open up, and thanks for the compliment. There's a lot of great artists in the stream, meaning not saying me, I'm saying the other folks that are in here too, and thank you for coming by. Because you guys are amazing. So thank you for sharing your stuff too, because like to me that's super important. Thanks for the raid as well. You guys, I love seeing other people's work, even if it's not something I do, because I'm always in envy of stuff that. Thanks for the follow, Paprika. I'm always in envy of folks that do things that I don't do, especially like what you do, Paprika, with the chibi stuff. Because I suck at doing chibis. I think people see cartoony and cute and assume it's easy. And anybody that's ever seen anybody do anything cartoony, it's not easy. Doing the shapes, the proportions, and everything right to make them look clean and beautiful. And that was some beautiful work, I might add. It's not an easy fix. It's not just, oh, you draw it and it looks cute. Huh. No, it's not. It's subtle. It's deceptively simple. It's not simple at all. As someone who can do realistic and has tried chibi, I can tell you it looks easier than it is. It is not easy. It is not at all. Okay, so let me close this off so I can move this image to the completed folder. 712. I think we should do a group shot, don't you? 1 selected, 2 selected. Yeah, we've got a couple group shots we can do. I'm running out of images to do, which is fine. That's what the whole goal of doing this is to blast out a bunch. And I think I'm almost at 10 edits. Now the question is, which one do I want to do next? I think I landed on one. Come on, baby. These are NEF, which are RAW files, so they're not the easiest to look through. Haha, what? One time someone at Comics referred to me as Precious Moments person. The chibi, when done right, kind of look cute. And Precious Moments were designed to be cute. But, it's kind of weird to make that comparison. I think I wanted to do this one because it's just so cool. 755. Yeah, we're going to do 755, guys. So 755. So I just drag and drop it in there, and it'll pop up the nice raw. My process for doing this, guys, is I always do a auto to see where it puts it, and then go from there and be like, no. Like, the colors are too washed out, because it made the saturation a -2. So I was, especially with something that's brightly colored as this, I up that quite a bit. There you go, much better colors now. Oh yeah, I had to dive in under the table so I could laugh because I was sharing my foot with my friend. We have bingo. Oh geez, I just realized, guys, wonderful graffiti right there. What can you do? Oh my gosh, what can you do? Oh boy, gotta love you some graffiti, right? What am I gonna do? Okay, they make Photoshop for that, guys. We will deal with that. I know how to deal with it. There was one time it said Mind F, because they always are graffitiing in this park, and it said Mind F. But the thing is, my friend was cosplaying as Jean Grey, so it kind of made sense to have that in the background. It said Mind, I like how casual this is. Mermaid Jones as these are all roller derby versions of Poison Ivy, obviously, Harley Quinn, and then of course Batgirl. But I love how casual she's just got her hands in her pocket. Yeah, no, it's the pee-pee. Yeah, exactly. But I can remove that. I know how to remove that. I'll show you guys a really easy way to do a gradient blend in in Elements. Apparently, it's really easy in Photoshop, but in Elements, it's like a little extra step, but it's not that hard. Poor choice of words when we're looking at it. Okay, so I kind of like, she's a little bit washed out because the flash was probably closer to her face. It's not super bad. The colors are nice. I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm thinking it's about ready to go, except for the little tweaks I need to do. And I think this stage of it's done. Let me try upping the clarity, though. Nah, it's too washed out. Let me go the other direction. Too sharp. I think I'm going to leave this one untouched on the clarity front. Because see, if you push the clarity up high, it crisps everything up. You know, if you've seen those photos that look like they're super, super. These are super nice. Thank you so much. They're amazing folks. All three of these ladies are amazing folks. And the thing was, I was kind of jealous of this photo shoot because somebody else was supposed to photo shoot it. And I was like, I would love to be there, guys, but you got a great photographer you're working with, so it's fine. But then at the last minute, they had a family issue. I'm like, oh gosh. I mean, I wanted to do these photos, but not because of this. I didn't want to hear that somebody had a family issue. You know, the photographer, and they're like, are you available to do this? I know this is last minute. I said, I know something happened. So this skate park is amazing, though. I mean, you see it's filled with all kinds of crap and graffiti, and it looks right for this kind of a shoot, you know. So it was amazing. But I felt bad that the family issue came up for that for their actual photographer. But I was like, I'm glad I could do this for you, but I'm sad it had to be under these circumstances. But I was glad I was able to, like, literally, it was my job changed. I don't have Saturdays off anymore, and this was the last thing I did before my Saturdays off were over with. Okay, I like what that did to some parts of this photo, but not others. So that's where I'm going to grab my mask tool and the brush, because it darkens too much over here. So we're going to tweak that. Like, I like how it darkened the wall there. Made her a little bit too dark. I like how it brightened her up. Just a little bit. Let me see if I can pull it a little bit more. Well, it didn't brighten her up. It darkened her down, which is what we wanted. And I'm losing a little bit of her there. But there we go. Bing. Have a great stream. I had to raid in the lead, but I had to take a pup for a walk. Okay. No problem at all, my dude. Go take that pupper for a walker. There we go. Bring that in there again. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Appreciate it. Also, let me go ahead and... Do I already follow you? Because you do stream, obviously. You wouldn't be able to do that. Can you do that? How do you follow? Can I do this on Twitch? No, it didn't work. I hope I didn't kick you out. No, I didn't. Do I do it here? And then it pulls you up through Twitch? In OBS? Can I do this? Is this how this works? I'm still learning how to use the new interface. Yeah, okay. It's loading. It's just doing it in a weird way. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, you do stream it. Maybe I do follow you, because I think I remember watching somebody doing custom Funkos one time. And I was like, this is neat. When it loads. There we go. Okay, no, I don't follow you. But now you got to follow. I have an inbox. What do I have an inbox for? My channel has one thing. I'm getting distracted, guys. I'm about ready to wrap up myself. Because it's getting that time of day. Oh, look at that. What is thy bidding? 6 minutes ago. Inbox. What do I have an inbox for? Oh, why am I hearing myself? Oh, because you're hosting me because you're doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, how am I hearing myself? Batteries on. Oh, those are friends. I just realized the person I normally raid isn't on. What? Back in the back. My Insane is on. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to the photo edit before I get distracted looking for a raid person. So we'll get completely distracted. Have you ever heard of Affinity? Affinity, help me out here. What is Affinity? I don't know. I may have heard of it, but I may not know what it is. Okay, I'm losing her pants there. That's just gone. It's gone. Let me turn it off and see if it helps. Yeah, that's a nice little... Yeah, that pops up a little bit more. It's a photo editing software like Lightroom. I might have to check it out because I've had... The thing is, Lightroom is probably the better way of doing this. But honestly, I have 20 years, almost 20 years of Photoshop experience. So for me to do what I do here is so much easier. The workflow is like... I am that nitpicker that will nitpick every little detail. And I try not to. Okay, we're going to create the gradient blend, right? The frequency separation right now. I'm willing to try anything, though. So, I mean... I was trained on Adobe. Yeah, same. I mean, it's not that I'm closed to other software. I mean, I've tried GIMP before. GIMP had this weird process back in the day where you had a Gaussian blur of 5 pixels applied to that layer, by the way, guys. They're having a 50% off deal at the moment, so definitely take a look into it. Yeah, because I need a more just edit and get out kind of situation. Also, too, I like how that blurred everything else. Because you can see, I might just do that with the background. But I'm doing this for the frequency separation, but I'll show you how to do things like that. Okay, so, as we remember, we do this. I'm going to turn this off real quick, because I'm going to need to edit it without that on there. You do that, grab the top of those two new layers I copied, invert that, so it makes a reverse negative of it. It makes a reverse negative, makes a negative of it. It's working a little slower, so I think it's like, hey, wait a second, Jay. What are you doing? I got to close off this window. It's slowing everything down. There we go. So now that's a negative. We then make it 50% visible. Grab the top two layers. Merge layers. Right-click again. And then, oh, no, not right-click. Sorry, my bad. Change that to linear light. Click and drag both of those. Create a new copy. And there we go. And actually, I should do this so you guys can tell the difference. This is colors. This is witchcraft, guys. I learned this last year, and I was like, this is absolute witchcraft. So now we have a layer that's just the color information, and then a layer that's just texture information. So now if I need to change anything, I can change just one thing, which is disgusting. Because see, look, there's the textures. That's the wall. But if I want to get rid of massive pee-pee painting, I just grab the color, which is the yellow color. And I go to the... I go to the color layer first. Sorry, my bad. And then I can go here, and it'll retain the texture of the wall while removing the pee-pee. Of course, it destroys some of the other graffiti, but, you know, no one's going to know the difference. So long, Peep. Yep. Bye-bye, Peep. Now, what I might do, a little trickier thing, is grab some of this, and on this tool, using the smaller one, connect up those lines there. Makes it even harder to notice that there was something there. Grab that color there, and we'll paint that in like this, you see. Now, there's a little bit of subtle weirdness going on, and it's not as noticeable, but I can also do some textural stuff, because the paint actually has thickness to it, because it's spray paint, so there was some runs and some drips and some stuff. I like that it keeps the wall texture. Exactly. That's one reason I like to do that, because the wall texture is retained, which is why I like the frequency separation, because I can then, if there's any weirdness, I can then just copy-paste text stuff from, oh, no, that's not it. Oh, no, that is it. I'm sorry. I got to go to the texture layer if I'm going to fix the textures. I use this to remove pimples and stuff, because at the end of the day, you won't even know that they're there. That's what I'm saying. It's absolute witchcraft. Like, I can go back and... Yeah, see, that's almost completely gone now. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let me grab the sample from the wall layer here. And by editing it in two different ways, you can't even tell that it's been touched at all. Because you can see a little bit of silhouette of the PP, because that's because the paint had thickness. So, I mean, you can't even, at this point, you almost can't even tell. I mean, I can tell because I know where to look. But if, oh, no, that's wrong. Let's grab this texture from here, though. No, that didn't work. Let's do a healing brush, though. That should do enough to throw off the scent. Oh, I was using a brush tool. I'm sorry, we need to use a soft brush, don't we? There we go. So it's a little bit more of an edge. There we go. Yeah. See, now, again, from a distance, you won't even tell. Like, it's gone. Hi, Elliot. How are you doing, man? Elliot's an amazing artist, guys. If you don't know him already, he does... Oh, wait. I think there's a gigantic PP here. I think there's ginormous PP, and I just hit it. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing it everywhere. Elliot is an amazing artist, by the way. I'm working on some photo edits, Elliot, of some cosplay photos I took. What you been working on, my dude? This is, that's the second time I've been asked that. This is just Photoshop elements, just regular Photoshop elements 2018. I know most people don't recognize the icon that's right up there because it's a weird icon because it's not the Photoshop one. The only reason I went with elements is because it's a one-time purchase. And it has most of the features I want except frequency separation, which I rarely use, and the rotate tool, which I'd use every time, but I don't have that. Now, like going back to what we said, like what we said earlier about retaining texture, like if I don't like that highlight on her cheek, you can go here to the color layer, grab some colors that are similar to what's around it, and with a softer brush, just kind of like, you know what, let's get rid of some of that shine so it's not so obtrusive. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's super awesome. It has most of the same tools and spares you buying the subscription. So this is my philosophy about photo edits, guys. I don't like to make edits to people's faces in terms of like, I don't like to change shapes of noses or add curves or take away curves or anything. But I will remove like stuff like shines and pimples and stuff that maybe it shouldn't have been a part of that. But look at that. Buy PP, buy shine. It's witchcraft, I'm telling you guys. You just go in the color layer, paint the colors. Sometimes the textures need to be tweaked a little, but nothing bad. I like to do them independently because like you said earlier, I think it was Paprika, you said earlier that, you know, hey, if you do them both at the same time, it makes an obvious patch. That's when I do both separately. It makes the seam a little harder to see. I kind of like that, how that turned out. And now I can turn the brightness back on. Ta-da! Yeah, that was, pulling that down a little bit is a nice touch. That really worked out good. I'm happy with that. That turned out really good. I mean, again, to compare where we started with, guys, like, again, it's just about tweaking a few things. It's not about going crazy. Again, I never like to go crazy, but let me pull up the original raw photo, which was what, 755? Yeah, 755. We'll open that up again. I didn't know it was going to open up here, but okay, we'll do that. That's exactly what I wanted. That being the original photo. And again, there's not much changed, but you can see, obviously, the values of the photo are much, Lindsay was washed out. Steph was kind of a bit washed out. Ariel was a little washed out. The values are kind of flat. Much richer in the second photo. Not much has changed except the removal of the PP and the value changes. Nothing else has been changed. It's all 100% them. That's why I love doing the very subtle edits. You know? Yep, save time. You got it. That's exactly what I was going for. Save group. Group. G-R-O-U-P. Oh, poo. There we go, group. There we go. So nice. So it's just, again, that's all I do. Little games of little subtle things. You know, little subtle tweaks here and there. Nothing major, nothing earth-shattering. Do I want to do another one? Yeah, I want to do one more. One more and we'll call it a day. I said one more would be the next one, but I want to do one more. I just want to do one more. Do I want to do do we want to do something more funny? I think 719 might be fun. I thought I'd already done 719, but we'll do 719 anyway. No, let's do 820. Yeah, let's do 820. Let's do 820. I just realized I'm almost out of music. I have 3 hours worth of music. Oh, but I had to restart it, so I got music back. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Nice little auto. Oh, no. It's Control 0. Auto back. Yes. The auto pulled out some good features there, but it's very flat because it's like, oh, the colors are so bright. They're superheroes. They go bright. Yeah. All right. Contrast. Let's up that contrast. The problem is we're losing Ariel's face. We'll fix that. These are all value shifts. I light it so it minimizes those issues. Now I'm in a mood to paint some Nizumo. Thanks, Paprika. It's been cool seeing how you edit. Also, your Copic art is amazing. Have a super extra stream. Thank you, Mashi McCoy, or ex-Mashi McCoy. Thanks for coming by. Again, I usually do more Copic streams. I'm on Tuesdays and Fridays. For the next 4 weeks, it'll be Friday evenings and Tuesday evenings. And so it's always Tuesday evenings at 9. My Friday times are changing because my work schedule is changing. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Mashi. If I may call you Mashi. And I just want to give Ariel another photo. I haven't done anything with her more solo, so it's like, oof. I'm gonna hit the auto again. I don't like how well, I can fix that in the edits. Contrast is plus 17. Put that at 0 and see what it puts us. I just think it's too bright. Hey Elliot, did you ever share anything you were working on recently? I didn't see a link. You said 9. Is that Eastern? Yeah, sorry, 9 Eastern Daylight Time. 9 o'clock p.m. So 9 o'clock Tuesdays. My Friday stream was around 9, 10, or 11 on Friday mornings, but my work schedule just changed. So I'm back to 9 p.m. on Fridays for the next 4 weeks. And then I'll be back to a morning stream. So I'll be back on morning streams. Moshi. Moshi. I said Moshi, didn't I? I said Moshi. Moshi McCoy. Moshi McCoy. It's time. For whom? Moshi McCoy. So yeah, I'll probably go back to doing Copic streams. I was working on this fan piece of Vegas PG. Why is there a spot on there? Oh, that's a shadow from my camera. I was working on this fan art of Vegas PG Power Girl. She's an awesome cosplayer and she does Power Girl primarily. I'm kind of stuck with it, so I might switch to working on Bucky from Winter Soldier. I've got an awesome image. I'm going to work with Bucky. So I'll be working on Bucky. If you're a Winter Soldier fan, might be worth tuning in. So Copic, Tuesday night at 9. Okay. I don't like how bright some parts of this are. We'll work on that, though. Layers. This is why you do adjustment layers, guys. Non-destructive editing. You can dodge and burn, but I'd rather do it this way. Yeah, see, I like that better for her jacket. No, I didn't. Sorry, I finished my succubi. I saw it in progress. I didn't see it finished. So if you can, if it's safe for work, please send a link. I mean, I'm not a prude, but other people. I mean, I just don't want to make people feel uncomfortable if they're not comfortable with seeing such things. I'm okay with seeing such things if I've had pre-warning, but I think it was safe for work. See, I like having her jacket darker, but not too dark. Like right there, we're losing some information. And I'm gonna put one more. Okay, so this is the darkening layer. Yeah, that's the darkening layer. So I'll put that as darker, and then I'll put one as lighter. So here's what I'll do with that too. I just copy and paste that, make it lighter, rather than make a separate layer. I can then go here. Come on, baby. Catch up, baby. Here we go. Brush tool. Flip that to white. I think it's safe. Okay. Well, I'll pull it up here. As long as it's all covered over, I don't care. Like I said, I'm not embarrassed about such things. I just don't want... No, that's safe for work. That's safe, dude. Elliot does mostly digital art. So he's been working on this piece. Beautiful stuff. Elliot's got some beautiful things too, guys. If you like digital art, he does a lot of commissions. That's beautiful. I don't think I've seen that. Then how'd you send me that other photo? If that wasn't your most recent one. Oh, it's from a couple days ago. I was like, what the heck, dude? I'd seen that one when you were working on it. I thought you meant this piece. Yeah, his stuff is beautiful. We actually have a couple mutual real life friends, which was kind of fun. He does some beautiful stuff, man. That's why. Oh, this turned out really nice. Like, I watched you work on this. This was beautiful. I don't like half your stuff. Wow, I know her. I know that cosplayer. I don't like a lot of your stuff because I'm always watching your streams, so I never go to see you on Instagram because I'm always, wow, look at the leather on this, guys. Look at the leather on this. That looks photorealistic, guys. Look at that stinking leather. There's no reason that's normal. That's not human. That isn't human. It really isn't. Like, I'd swear that you put the photo in there. Look at that. That's ungodly. Yeah. That's why I'm a huge fan of what you do, man. If you want to see somebody rendered digitally very realistically, that's him. Those colors, I'm in love. I'm a huge fan of, I'm a sucker for black, white, and red altogether. Huge sucker for that. Dude, that's why we get along so well, because, you know, one, you're a cool dude, but also because our art styles kind of dovetail. You do digital realism. I do kind of more traditional realism. Although this is kind of the opposite of what I'm doing right now. I'm doing Photoshop. But, you know, a lot of the skills carry over. All right, so there's that. So we've got that all done. What I want to do is this now. I want to do the lightning. We flip it around, right? So I'm going to put her face right there, right? So now that I've cleaned out the mask, I fill it all in. We put that on there. No, we leave that on. Sorry, we leave that on. And then we use brush tool to put in the light areas. So it's a little too bright, but that's okay. I can always scale it back some. So if I want to do that, I can go like this and go here. Scale it back some. Just a little bit. It's a little heavy-handed on some of the brightness here. Cancel. Bring some values back to her hair. And I'm probably going to go here. And I have to flip the brush to black, because on this layer, I'm trying to bring back some of the values. It's a little too dark there. Okay. So the thing is, I don't like how too bright this has gotten. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that got really dark really fast, but that's okay. I can come back here, bring some of the values back in by going to the white. And then we got some value back in there. See? It's just balancing out stuff. Man, I miss conventions. I went to one convention last month, April. Our local area had a convention. And I was in the corner, so I was pretty well social distance anyway. Didn't make many sales because, again, stuck in a corner. But it felt kind of good to be in an environment where I was mostly safe and didn't have to worry about, you know, being in areas. But I know a lot of conventions have been canceled, which I get. I get that. I mean, I am not Mr. Oh, we should just open up everything. Things should slowly get back to normal. I'm seeing an improvement all across the board. But it should be a nice, slow progression. I'm watching the numbers, and they seem pretty good. I think we're okay. It looks like Dragon Con might make this year. We'll see, though. I'm not sure if I'm going or not. I would love to go because I only had one chance to go last time. I've only been to one Dragon Con ever in life. But the size of Dragon Con alarms me a bit.